don't have anything meaningful in their lives, so they just make it about politics. And it is like a very transparent fucking cope. And it's not even, I'm not even getting it defensive, because like I have other things. You know, I do lots of things. I'm having such a good time. I have so many things. All of us do. Anybody who holds that opinion that you're just making this your entire personality because there's nothing else going on in your life has not thought this through, and is just rather transparently displaying their fucking privilege and saying politics don't affect me to the degree that it affects everybody else, so I can just remove myself from politics. It is a very embarrassing, very loud standpoint that people have. It's actually not that difficult if you think about it for 2 seconds. It is lazy. It's an intellectually lazy fucking take. Me when I need to fucking hit my 3 video quota. Me when I just start yapping on the internet, having not thought about what I was gonna say. Me as a child, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, no shit. MT gal. I wish we didn't have to think about politics. Wouldn't that be nice? I would just like to fucking... I would so much rather be doing like anything else. Could you imagine? I would have been a fucking cycling coach. I would have been just just making tens of dollars a year, and I would have been so much more happy if I didn't have to fucking think about this shit. If I could just turn my brain off, you know? That would be so nice. Joanna, that's not what the phrase is. The phrase isn't being ignorant is awful. The phrase is ignorance is bliss, and I think that that's so true. I think it must be so true. These people must live such nice lives. I don't want to listen to this anymore. This is too much. My Spotify Wrapped was criminal. Ooh, let's just play some Mingus. Yeah. Anyway.
Walking up and down Broadway, checking out all Birdland, Jazz Corner.
I'm sad. Yeah, that's all. It is a pivot.
I said, Charles, can I play one with you?
Have I watched the Diddy documentary? No. Rocky, host is virtue signaling that we all have to make politics our time spend instead of doing. Time spend instead of doing. Follow back is crazy. Rocky. First, the kingdom and all things will be added unto you. A Jesus guy. Yeah. I sure felt good that night.
Did you have me up for a reason?
I want you to talk about it.
Oh, if we're going to discuss politics in any sense of why we need to spend time doing it or not, I'll exit this conversation before it begins. Why would we spend this time talking about politics some more?
I wasn't here.
Is that going to be fruitful?
I wasn't here. I didn't hear anything you said. That's why I said.
I heard you the first time. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh, well, why'd you keep talking? All right, go for it.
I said, if we are going to spend this time of our life talking about why we should talk or should not be talking about politics, I'll leave the conversation before it starts.
Oh, no. Don't do that.
You had me up here, and
Yeah,
I
to
said,
defend your
if
dumb
we are
dick
gonna
viewpoint,
spend
Rocky.
aimlessly waste our.
I want you to defend your fucking statement. You're sitting here saying we're wasting our time. You're fucking typing
Okay.
impotently in the comments how much it's wasting our time.
I'd be glad
Is
to.
that not
Okay.
a fucking
Okay, close your
thought
mouth and I'll
determining?
do that.
Is that not a
Okay.
thought
All right, I'll do
terminating
that.
fucking circle?
Close your mouth and I'll do it.
Isn't
Go ahead
that
and
isn't
close
that
your mouth
right,
and I'll do
Rocky?
it. Keep your
Doesn't
mouth
that
shut and I'll
defeat
do
the
it. How about
purpose,
that?
Rocky?
Any patience? No.
Anytime
Not
today,
yet.
dude.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to close your mouth. Men help others and spend time seeking the truth, and everybody else does politics instead. So while you are not pursuing Christ and building his kingdom and loving others, but politics, that's my reason why it's.
You don't pursue Christ
You're gonna
either.
strawberry at the name of Jesus.
You don't pursue Christ either.
Okay.
You don't. This is
Nothing
not
about you is
Christ-like.
pursuing Christ, brother.
You're right because
Oh, me
I don't
telling you-
follow a fucking fairy tale.
telling you
I
that
don't
you
make my
worship
entire life
politics
about a fucking story I heard one time when I was little
But you make
and
it
didn't
about
think about it
politics?
again until I was a fucking 50. Yeah.
Virtue signaler to the max.
Virtue signaler?
Yeah. Do you know what virtue signaling is? You do it. It's your life. It's who you are. So you should know what virtue signaling
Rocky,
is.
Rocky,
Mr. Politician.
you just got up here and started virtue signaling about the fucking Jesus Christ. Are you out of your mind? Are you outside of your
mentioning
fucking
Jesus is
mind?
virtue signaling?
Yes, you need to be
men-
fucking following the
men-
teachings of Christ.
correct.
That's exactly what you fucking
Men make
did.
a sport.
Are you out of your
finding the
mind,
wrong
dude?
Out of their own thinking. Men make a sport out of finding the wrong in their own thinking. This is not a man. He's a virtue signaler.
Rocky,
He does not try to seek.
Can you just
where
tell
his
me-
mind is
answer me
wrong.
this.
He thinks
Answer me
his
this.
feelings
Answer me
are
this,
right
Rocky.
No matter what they are.
Answer me
This
this,
is the
Rocky.
Cancer that we think that our feelings are.
Here, I'll just help you out. Answer me this, Rocky.
Our feelings are truth. It's a.
Rocky, normal people don't use
The
fucking
cancer.
their childhood nickname as their fucking. Answer me this,
How you
Rocky.
live.
Answer me this.
How you live.
Rocky, just take a chill pill, bud. Just take a fucking
live,
chill
Rocky.
pill, dude.
You're doing the same thing.
You're not being very Christ-like.
Yeah, but-
This is not very magnanimous. Christ has watched you pleasure yourself at least 4 times this week. What do you think about that?
That's what a man.
What do you think about
A
that,
man
dude? What do you think about that,
Don't
dude?
speak like that.
Yes, they do.
Men don't speak like that.
Rocky, who'd
men
you vote
don't
for?
talk- He wants to go into politics.
Yeah, who'd you vote for, Rocky?
I told you guys, virtue signaler.
How is that a virtue signal? I'm having a conversation with you. You
me
fucking
a question.
impossibly weird little man.
question, then you.
Rocky, who'd
Then
you
mute
vote
me.
for? Well, just then answer the
me a
question. Then answer the question.
Make. Yeah.
Answer the question then.
Drugs, bro?
Answer the question.
Why would you make this about politics?
Why are you so fucking bizarre?
Randomly.
Answer the question, Rocky. It's not that difficult.
Notice that he had to run.
Answer the question, Rocky. I'm happy to
had to
fucking
run to
steamroll you.
politics.
I don't have to fucking mute you. I'm happy to just
had-
verbally assault
had
you
to
all
make it
fucking
about
day.
politics.
I will just run over you all
Notice that
fucking
he
day,
ran
Rocky.
right to the
because
politics.
constantly
He had to
you
run
people
to
show up
politics.
here and you just the
Notice
fucking
that he
accusation
had
is a
to make
confession
it
every
ran
fucking time,
right
and all you
He
can do is
went
repeat
right
yourself.
to politics.
You say
He
you're a
wants to know
virtue
who I
signaler, and then you get up here and you
That
virtue
has
signal.
nothing
Isn't
to
that
do with
fucking interesting?
absolutely
Isn't that
anything.
fucking embarrassing?
Look at
Who'd
him.
you
This
vote
is not a
for?
man.
Who'd you
This
vote
is
for,
not how a
Rocky?
man acts.
Who'd you
This is
vote
not
for,
how a man
Rocky?
acts.
Who'd you vote
He's
for,
not leading
Rocky?
himself or anybody
Who'd you
to a
vote
better-
for? Rocky, who'd you vote for? The people,
man-
who turn your camera on. The people that make
happened to
politics
steamrolling?
their
What
entire,
happened
yeah,
to
shut the
steamrolling?
fuck up. I'm happy to. The people that make their
What happened to
politics
steamrolling?
their entire personality
What happened to steamrolling?
is the people that the politics are
happened to
affecting.
steamrolling?
You aren't
happened
affected
to steamrolling?
by this, Rocky. You are not affected by this, Rocky.
happened to steamrolling?
I am steamrolling you. How is this?
What happened
Are
to
you
him?
not watching the same game that I am? I am talking over
no,
you,
you're
making
muted.
points. You
no,
are
you're
having a
not.
difficult time keeping up. You're
no,
just
you're muted.
repeating yourself. Rocky, who'd you
You're mute
fucking
button.
vote for, dude? The man of Christ. Is it the guy that abuses women? Rocky, is it the guy that fucking lies?
not a man.
Is it the guy that is an
is not a
adulterer?
man.
Is it the guy that who
is not a
typifies greed? Is it the guy?
How man
Is it the guy who is the gluttonous, the most gluttonous man on earth, Rocky? Are those the things that you seek in a leader,
This is
Rocky? You fucking coward,
man. This is not a
Rocky.
man. This is not a man.
Push-up
this is not how
contest.
men act or talk.
Push-up contest, Rocky. Push-up contest, Rocky.
Slander others.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. You're a virtue signaler. Follow the teachings of Christ. It's the only way. I swear to God, these people have fucking worms for brains. In the same breath, he signals his virtue. It's fucking insane. It's fucking insane. This is not a man. 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 If you only knew. Anyway. Dudes like Rocky have some shit to work out. Can you imagine? Sorry, Christians, you're gonna get. This is gonna be some friendly fire. If you want to leave, if you want to think less of me, stay. If you don't, can you imagine hearing a fucking story, a story that you were told from the minute that you were born, and never once thinking of earmuffs, and never once questioning it, and making that not only your personality, but making it your goal to make it other people's personalities too. That's insane. Do whatever you want. Just do it over there. Keep it out of my fucking space. Anyway, Rocky, that's fucking embarrassing, dude. Make it their entire personality, as opposed to what you evangelicals do. Not all. What's funny about that, too, by the way? What's funny about that? People making politics their entire personality is the accusation, the condemnation coming from people like Rocky, right? Who then turn around and make this living as a good Christian their entire personality. But what's funny about that is how bad they do it. We're here on this spinning rock floating through space by accident, by the way. Make your personality about whatever the fuck you want to, okay? But if you're gonna do it, if you're gonna suggest we live by the teachings of Christ, and then you come up here and behave like that, I would say that you're not doing a good job. And Jesus weeps every time he sees your little wee-wee. He does. He does. Every time you do something weird like that. Every time. He saw what you did in the shower earlier. Me, he doesn't care about. I don't have to think about that. I don't have to think about that. But every time you wake up a little excited in the morning, Jesus knows. And he's watching you. You have to think about that every fucking time. And if you don't, you're not following Christ. Do you understand? That's the other thing. Sorry, we're going to talk about this. Nobody is religious. Please don't hate me. If you were so consumed enough to put it in your fucking bio, you have to live every minute, every waking minute, knowing that there is a deity watching you and you're going to burn in eternal damnation if you don't follow the fucking rules. And none of those people do. None of them. None of them. Check. Rocky's fucking search history is a war crime. I can guarantee you. I can guarantee you that. Just as long as you repent. Just as long as you repent, it's fine. Is Zach in the requests? No. No. Check Instagram, please. What? Ooh, 3% battery. Cats on the couch is fucking hilarious. I would make fun of you for this, Olivia. I cannot believe I went all the way over here for this. We know Mike. We know Mikey. Hang on. Where the fuck? Why my phone doesn't work anymore? I can't swipe to get the... Oh, there we go. It works like every 4 times. Sabrina Carpenter's tweet? I did. Is there, did I repent today? No. And only Jesus knows if I'm lying. So, ew. Womp womp, may you find salvation. I'll think about that when the apocalypse comes. Thanks, Marissa. Appreciate. This is what pride looks like? Brother, you only believe in your God because of where you were born. So again, Christians, if you want to scroll, I would prefer it if you did. This goes for my friend Olivia, who's sitting in the requests also. If you want to scroll this evening, I might lose my cool about this. I usually try and act a little bit more magnanimous about religion, but like Rocky's really pulling it out of me. My devout atheism. You only believe in your God because of where you were born. That's it. That's the only reason. Isn't that nuts? That's it. If you were born in India, you would have been a fucking Hindu. And you would have gone to the grave thinking that whatever the fuck Hindus believe, you would have. If you were born in Iraq, you would have gone to the grave thinking that Sharia. That's it. Sorry. That's the only reason you think you're right is because you happen to have been born here. That's it. If you boil it down, it really, and what's crazy is you're so convinced that everybody else is wrong, and they are just as convinced that you're wrong, and you're both fucking wrong. You're both wrong. The only non-specific geographical theology is fucking that. The lack of theology is atheism. The only thing that is not limited to where you were born and people find it on their own is science and the lack of a fucking deity. That's it. It's the only one. It's the only one. Sorry. But don't listen to this too much, Rocky. Don't listen to this too much. It might shake your little fucking foundation. Don't think too hard. Don't think you're too hard. The calcification on your brain might start to crack, and it might start getting a little moist. Am I an atheist? Yeah. Yeah, big time. Host is disgusting to others. No, brother. And not only am I not disgusting to others, I can be good from the sense of like joy it brings me to be good to others, not out of some fucked up idea that I'm going to be eternally punished by a fucking story I heard. My morality is not centered in some fucking fairy tale. My morality is centered on understanding other people's needs and wants and love. Yours is because you are scared of being punished. What's crazy is you probably need that. You people probably need that. There's plenty of good Christians. So many even who use this as a guide to care and to love and to help other people. And there are just orders of magnitude more who would just, at the drop of the hat, at the drop of the veil of their religion, go into the streets and begin the purge. Because the only thing tying them to any sort of like moral like mooring is the threat of eternal damnation. That's Rocky, I bet. I'd be willing to bet. You know? Anyway, sorry. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. You knew, though. You knew how I felt. I'm sorry. Please don't. I don't want you to think anything less of me. I know. I should. There's a big caveat. I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you. Christians in here, good Christian people. I'm not talking about you. I'm not. I'm genuinely not. I don't. I am talking about Rocky though. I'll go repent later. We have a whole fake religion. You knew how I felt about this. My Praise Sarah shirt is downstairs. I should have been wearing that. If that's what it means in here. Anywho. Anyway.
What up?
What's up?
Yeah, I've never seen you before. What are your views and philosophies? You've got a lot of people watching, so I thought I'd request up and see what you're all about.
I love that.
Are you gay? Are you a straight dude?
That's pretty All right. I don't know. Let's get before we start asking. You're a Christian, Rob?
Yes, I'm a God-fearing Christian, and but gay dudes want to be with me, so
I doubt
I have
that.
to turn them down often.
Often?
But anyway, I just was coming up to chat.
Rob,
At just the local McDonald's, the local gas station, anywhere and everywhere.
do you live on Fire Island?
I live downtown Atlanta,
Okay.
and I don't go mingling in gay bars or anything.
How often is this happening to you?
Well, every time I go to the restroom, I might have some dude trying to take a peek at me at the urinal, or
You're talking about every time?
not every time. Sometimes I'll go in the stall, but then you got to be looking for a glory hole or something, Yeah, things are weird down here. I don't know where you're from.
What is it about Christianity that still speaks to you?
Well, I've unalived twice, to be honest with you. I don't fear going to hell. But I'm sober now. Just saying. I unalived and I got the Narcan, but I got sober. So anyway, I've been a Christian my whole life, so that's how it goes.
I think this is that other guy. I'm never gonna know now. From now on, I'm never gonna know if this is not Ricky Martin. You know what I'm saying? This theater kid just dying to get out.
Ricky Martin was that dude. He was a dancer or something,
Yeah.
a singer,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken.
Tell me more, Rob.
Yeah, what do you want to know?
Do you go to church?
No, I'm looking for a church. I just moved to Atlanta, so do you have a church
From where?
recommendation?
I'm not from Atlanta. From where did you move?
Just like 30 minutes north of here.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Who'd
I
you
don't
vote
have
for,
to
Rob?
like define myself by my spiritual beliefs.
Good.
I'm a Trump supporter. What are you, a
Not a Trump
Kamala
supporter.
supporter?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I may run for Congress here in Georgia. So if you come down
What district?
for Congress, for Senate,
No, for
there is
Congress.
no district.
There's no
Well,
districts.
okay, well, I'll run in the 9th district, whatever Marjorie Taylor Greene, when she
You should.
quit, I
You
could
should
step in.
Yeah. You got similar beliefs that Marjorie Taylor Greene does?
No.
No? Gonna be a hard district to win then.
Well, I've got my own views and philosophies, and if you agreed with my views, you'd be a lot better off.
Like what? What are some of your views that we should agree with, Rob?
Well, I don't agree with abortion after
else?
a certain amount of time. I don't agree with late-term abortion, let's say that.
So you're pro-choice then?
No, I'm pro-life.
But
If the baby can live outside the womb,
so pro-choice then?
well, pro-miscarriage.
You're pro-miscarriage.
If, if you could go take her to Six Flags and get her drunk or whatever, I'm not
Rob,
saying
this
that.
is not. If this is a
No.
bit, I gotta tell you.
I am
I
not
gotta
even
tell you.
saying-
This is criminally unfunny. I'm gonna tell you
Dude,
right now. If
Dude,
this is a
I'm
bit,
trying to tell you.
if this is a tight five that you're doing, it's bad.
No, I'm saying that if the baby can live outside
Let's
the
talk
womb,
about something else, Rob.
If the baby
Let's
can
talk
live
about
outside
something
the
else. Let's
womb.
talk about fucking anything else. Because
Okay.
I don't think you've got a really strong handle on the
I
thing
don't
that you're
think
trying.
women are even, anything but life support for a vagina. Yeah.
You said.
What's up?
You said. Say that again.
Yeah, I don't think women are anything but life support for a vagina.
Rob, are you married?
No, I'm divorced.
The shock of the night.
Yeah, and I tell my girlfriend,
Girlfriend.
my ex-girlfriend,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
That's-
single.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That-
because girls just
that
want
tracks.
to live off you, and that's
You?
not even a joke,
For you?
Yeah, that's all they want right now at my time in life. So that's why I just choose to nut in their hair and kick them out of my apartment.
Rob, be honest. When was the last time you've been near a woman?
I was near a woman like 3 hours ago.
That you didn't have to
Inside a woman? Is that
you
what
didn't
you're
have to
saying?
compensate
Are you
monetarily?
saying inside a woman or? I was inside a woman like a month ago for maybe 30 seconds. It was good for me.
What was the last book you read, Rob?
To be the man.
To Be the Man?
To be the man. Ric Flair's book.
I don't remember. I need to learn this statistic, but whatever it was, like 55% of America can only read at a fifth grade reading level. Like, that sounds insane. I think it's wrong. I think it's wrong. I think that is deeply underestimating what. It's a higher percentage and a lower level. Yeah, it's fucking insane. Ric Flair's fucking coloring book, maybe? This is a man, by the way. Follower of Christ. So, just like Rocky. Anyway, I'm sorry that you all had to fucking deal with that. It was terrible.
How you doing?
Great.
I just wanted to kind of just say really quick, I can't believe I just joined your live and I heard that. That was
Awful.
man, that was very interesting. And I love the way you handled that. That was awesome. You know, the man in power always is the man in question is always in power, and that was awesome. So just wanted to say thanks, man.
Appreciate it.
All right, have a good night.
You too. Nice. All right. Lovely. That was nice. I see my friends in here. Oh, where did James go? I see you. I'm just gonna try one more. It's all friends. It's all friends all the way down. That was upsetting, though.
Hey there, can you hear me?
Sure can.
Yeah, you're the guy I see talking to my friend Brina from New York.
Brenna.
Yeah, Brenna. So, Good Trouble, isn't there a Good Trouble podcast? Is that you?
No.
Okay. One reason I got on here, I was just looking at a TikTok right before I come on here. And had this, CIA guy or whatever, supposedly was around during the moon missions and claimed there's these reptilians, aliens. He's going on talking about it. And then in the comments, he said something about all of our presidents were reptilian aliens. Said the Bushes, Clinton, Obama. And then all these people in the comments are agreeing with it. I mean, there's thousands of people in this country think that our presidents
I didn't know where you were going.
reptiles.
I didn't know where you were going, man. I thought you were like, they're telling the truth. I was like, oh, God.
I mean, people are believing this stuff.
I can't wait to tell you about Flat Earth.
Oh, I know. The thing about flat Earth is, you know what postmodern deconstructionism is?
Mm-hmm.
Leo Strauss,
Mm-hmm.
Chicago's, yeah. Flat Earth is just like like my brother thinks the world's 6,000 years old. All they do is to deconstruct, to attack an idea like climate, global warming, they have to postulate some absurd idea, and it starts a discussion. And once a discussion, they believe the only truth can be defined through discourse, that there's no absolute truth, no pure science.
Right.
And that's where we get these crazy ideas. Flat
Yeah.
Earth,
But it's, yeah.
But I don't even entertain it.
We shouldn't. It is a good canary in the coal mine, though. Often when I'm having conversations, I don't know how much you caught about the last couple of guys, but like often it'll start sort of unwinding in a way that it unveils itself, and then I'll ask them what shape they think the Earth is, and then we'll just talk about why they think the Earth is flat. And it's I'm really good at it. I can smell it at a certain point, but it does have to do with the lizard people. At some point, when the people that know a lot about the theories, it is about shape shifting lizard people. My family members.
I've gone down the rabbit hole on this alien stuff. I'm kind of believing some of it. I mean, there's some wild shit being said by official people. You know, you don't think.
Mitch, the prevailing theory that I'm going to go with is there's a scientist philosopher named Michio Kaku, and he was like, anybody, we're so far away from any inhabitable planet. It's just incomprehensibly far from any planet that if a civilization was powerful enough to get here, they would see us and they would look down on Earth and they would be looking at what we look at as like ants. And they would be like, oh, look at that cute little planet. They have cars now. And then they would just move on because anybody that advanced to fold space-time in order to get here or in fact survive as long as they wouldn't come down to our dumb dick planet and start probing us. So that is the theory or explanation that makes the most sense to me.
Yeah, I don't know.
We don't know.
Something there. I think there's something going on. I don't know what it is, but I don't think our presidents were reptilians. That just blows my mind.
I don't think so either. One of them might be currently, but other than that, appreciate you, man.
So
Good to talk to you. I'm not sure that he's not a fucking alien, or at least the devil. Hello? Mariah?
Sorry, I did not mean to do that.
It's all right. I was like, who is this woman with 1.3 million followers in here?
Oh my god. Oh, well.
No,
sorry.
Good to meet you. No, you're fine. Good to meet you. Bye. All right. Hey, look at us. It sounded like she was fully submerged. That sounded like she was actually underwater. Aliens. Lizard people.
Chabo,
What's up?
how you doing?
Fucking great, man. How are you?
I'm just giving beans and living dreams, bud.
Nice. Same.
I'm guessing you're a Republican. You gotta be.
You guessing I'm Republican?
Yeah.
You try. I'll give you another guess.
All right. You're an independent then.
All right, one more guess.
You gotta be a constitutionalist.
Kinda. Are you a constitutionalist?
I'm more that than I would be a fucking Democrat.
I doubt it. I
you're a
doubt
Dem-
it.
So you're a Democrat.
I don't know that that's what I'd call myself. Whatever is like much, much, much further left than a Democrat. That's what I am.
Communist.
Not that far left.
A socialist.
In the right applications. Yeah.
All right. How you doing tonight?
Solid. We were just talking about your guy.
Yeah, how was your Thanksgiving? You had a good Thanksgiving?
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Do you, what are the odds? What you tell me, what do you think the odds are that Donald Trump is a lizard person that is from outer
lizard.
space? Outer
Lizard
space.
person from outer space.
Yeah.
0.
0?
Yeah, ain't no fucking lizard people from
Hang on. Hang on. If I put up a picture of Donald Trump in 2025, you're going to sit there and tell me that that guy might not be a lizard person from outer space.
What the fuck are you?
There is a non-zero chance that he is a fucking alien.
So there's a specific picture you're talking about.
No. Any picture. I'll put up any fucking picture right now, and if you squint, you're like, that's a lizard. That's a lizard person.
Any picture.
Any picture.
Pull up 2.
I'll type in Donald Trump today. How about that? Ooh, 5%. We gotta
Where
hustle.
are you from?
I'm from Boston.
I'm 27.
Where are you from, though?
I'm from Pennsylvania.
Damn.
Obviously, I voted for Trump, and I'm a Yankees fan.
All right. We'll circle back to that. What do you... Here's a picture. Here's just one. Just immediately, the first one that came up.
Oh yeah, he's got to be a lizard from outer space. You know, there's no way around it.
Well, he is fucking sleeping in the cabinet meeting. He is just fast asleep, and his just neck vagina just hanging out. But
Dude, he's more of a turkey than he is a fucking lizard.
could be a turkey person.
He's a turkey.
He is a fucking turkey. That's for sure. A jive one. So yeah,
Already won the debate.
I did Donald Trump today, and all of them are just him sleeping in this fucking cabinet meeting. So
Yeah,
how do you think he's doing these days?
He's doing all right. You know, he's giving beans, living the American dream, just eating bullets and shitting on rainbows. Come on now.
Be for real.
All right. How is he doing? I think he's getting old. You know, I don't know.
No. Not how he is holistically. What kind of job is he doing for you?
Oh, I
Jesus is king.
he affects me every day. You know, what he's doing in the office, I gratefully appreciate every single day. You want to know why?
Desperately.
I own a construction company.
Yeah.
Directly affected by illegal immigrants every day.
Positively or negatively?
Negatively. So I don't hire them. There's entire developments in my area getting built by mostly illegal immigrants. The people that are hiring them are able to undercut me on their prices because they can pay their employees a lot less because these people are okay with being paid a lot less. Now, mind you, I'm sure they're not necessarily okay with being paid a lot less. They don't have many options.
There you
They
go.
don't have many options.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much about it. You know, let's say you hire me or you ask me to do a quote on your roof. I tell you it's gonna be 15 grand. I pay my guys 3 times what those illegal immigrants are making. I pay my guys a livable wage so they can take care of their families. Don't you believe in paying people a livable wage so they can take care of their families?
You wouldn't pay migrants a livable wage?
An illegal immigrant? No, I would pay a legal immigrant.
Let me ask you about the immigration status of your namesake.
What?
Let me ask you about the legal status, immigration status of your namesake.
Of my namesake.
Yeah, your profile name is Jesus is King. Do you tend to live by that man's teachings?
I do. I understand. I already know what you're going to say. You're going to say Bible quotes that refer to we should treat thy neighbor
I don't give a shit about that. I'm an atheist Jew. I'm asking you if you follow the teachings of the thing that you decided to name your TikTok account about.
I do.
Do you?
I do.
Jesus would have looked at immigrants who have come here for any number of reasons, right? To escape poverty, to escape violence, to come here at great peril to their health and safety, to send money back to their families who like depend on their income. And you would look at them and go, people that are just out here trying to work hard, right? Jesus Christ would have looked at them and said, get them out of here, these fucking mooks, right? That's what he would say?
No. So
No.
in the Bible, it actually says to follow the laws of the land that you live. So with that,
I
being
love that.
said,
Yeah.
if
Where did it
they
say
were
that?
legally doing,
Where did it say that?
you said where?
Yeah.
Okay, I can pull up quotes for you, and I can come
Sure.
right back. I can teacup,
Okay.
and I can pull up quotes. It might not be that exact word for word.
Do you think that if I gave you like quote for quote, if we went back and forth, round for round, there would be more quotes about Jesus telling you to feed your neighbor and clothe them and treat them as yourself and make sure? Do you think that there would be more teachings that Jesus said about that than him saying follow the law of the land?
Yeah. So as far as I know, there's only one that refers to following the law of the land. Now there's one about the neighbor. There's actually one about immigration, and there's actually more about starving people and things like that.
So would you say, what would you
you
say
think
that
that people
Jesus
should
cared
vote?
more about?
Do you think that people should vote on mind you, almost 70% of the United States of America is Christian based. So now
Wrong.
I can
Wrong.
pull up that stat. I'll pull
Sure.
up that stat right now.
Sure.
Okay.
Well, you don't
So,
have to.
Over
But that's-
60. Over 60%.
Well, over 60 is not 70.
yeah.
so-
yeah, I said almost 70.
So, yeah, sure. So almost 60%,
Almost
Aren't.
70. It's over 60.
almost 60 aren't. You see how
Almost 60.
what I'm doing here?
Almost 60 identify.
What? So
Are you
okay.
saying that people can't identify?
Did you ask me if I was a
Did you say that? Did you just say that?
Did you just ask me when we first from the jump? Did you ask me if I was a constitutionalist?
I asked you if you were.
You are.
I'm a constitutionalist.
Tell me the first line.
Is
in
that
the-
what you said? I'm
Tell-
a constitutionalist.
I'm a constitutionalist, and you said you're a constitutionalist. Tell me the first line
Did
in
I
the.
say I was a constitutionalist?
I just asked you. Are you?
No. I didn't answer that as I.
Let's try again. Are you a constitutionalist? You big constitution guy?
I do believe in the Constitution.
Okay. Tell me, thank you. Tell me what the first line in the First Amendment says.
What the first line in the First Amendment says.
First one. The very first thing that they put in the Constitution, of which you are a big fan.
We the people.
Close. Of,
I said I don't know.
This is upsetting. This is upsetting to me
I
as
have the
a fellow
Constitution hanging on my
constitutionalist.
wall. I
The
have it
first
hanging on my
fucking
wall.
thing.
I'll go bring you over to it.
Religion?
We'll bring it together.
Religion, assembly. This ringing a bell? Any bells?
Yeah, so we can agree that people
No.
should not use their religion.
First line in the First Amendment says that America is not going to make an establishment of religion, meaning it doesn't matter how many fucking Christians there are. And that means that it's good because someday, one day, when there's more Muslims here than there are Americans, it means that they can't. Don't you laugh? But that's the beauty of our Constitution. Jesus is king. Is that it means that they can't make their religion laws. That's the beauty of our fucking Constitution. But it also means that you guys have to shut the fuck up about this sometimes because
It's gonna happen.
because well, you say that, but like it's not going to happen for you either. The whole point of them putting that thing. They said Congress will make no laws respecting the establishment of motherfucking religion. I might have embellished there, but
Right.
they said the first fucking thing, which means that
Right.
you can't do that either.
Right.
Right.
So I should not vote, and people should not vote based upon their religion. So if you're going to sit here and turn this around on me, which you haven't yet, I'm not saying you did, but if you're going to take this and turn it around
You
on
brought
me, and
up
say, oh,
you brought
didn't
up
vote based
you
upon
brought up how many people were Christians in America.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
did.
telling you how that doesn't matter.
I did, and it doesn't. And so
Why'd you bring it up?
I was just saying in general that there is more Christians that identify as Christians in
But
this
that
country
doesn't
than
matter.
there
Who
are
gives a shit?
non-Christians. Anyways, people should not vote based on their religious base. Can we agree on that?
Yeah.
Then can we talk politics and not religion?
No. No, because I think that like the conflation of like your religion and your politics is something that we as Americans are dealing with at the fallout of for like the last 200 years. And like and the way that Christianity is like cherry picked, for instance, the one thing that you think that gives you the sort of moral fortitude to say kick out all the hardworking immigrants, that the one line in your book when you can then 6 lines in your book, then you can like blind yourself from the 92 other lines that says treat everybody like they're your own and like care for your neighbor and like feed the poor and feed the hungry and make sure that you're living by the teaching of Christ. But you just block that out just so that you can like moralize the sort of like very mean shit that you want to do to people who don't look like you.
You know what
And
the
that
book
sucks.
says? Do you know what the book also says? It also says that you should not have more money than you need to comfortably live. That you should donate to the poor any excess money.
Socialist brother, welcome to the fray, my guy.
You want to know what I do?
Welcome aboard.
I donate 50% of my income to the church. I donate 3 to 4 days a week helping build a church free of cost for me. Currently.
I would love to believe you, but I've been on the internet before.
Well,
So-
I don't care.
All right.
I'll tell you the church. It's far enough from where I live. I'll tell you the
We don't
exact
need-
church.
we don't-
You can use your little fancy gadgets, the Gigamozoos, and you can Google it.
We can
It's going
Google
up
the
right
church.
now.
There's no donation history that we can pull up.
No, but you can see that it's mostly being built by people donating their time. Actually, multiple businesses, not only just mine, not only just myself. There's probably 10 businesses donating their time. 3 other construction companies, 2 electrician companies, 1 plumber, an entire HVAC crew.
Do you
We're all
think?
donating our time.
Do you think? I'm just trying to. Do you think that like? Do you think that tithing is going to? It can make up for this sort of like, in my opinion, cruelty that you like wanna like
I'm
enact on
assuming
other
you're going
people?
back to immigrants and Muslims. Why don't we debate? Why don't we stay on the task of religion?
We're just
Let's
talking-
not-
I am
'cause
talking about the task of religion.
Oftentimes,
Do you think that
Spanish
donating
people are
have-
Christian
do-
as well?
100%.
Spanish people are
And yet
often
you
Christian.
kick them out of our country.
Now,
do you
hold
think?
on.
Do you think that giving your money to the church is like let's say you go and fucking kick a homeless guy, right? But you gave a bunch of money to the church. Do those two things cancel each other out? I'm not good at Christianity, but I'm pretty
those
sure.
things do not cancel each other.
Right.
Out, but I will tell you that. A
So why
church
bring up
changes
this thing that
people's
you're
lives.
doing? Yeah.
Church changes people's lives. All of us
Sure.
are actively donating time to help change other people's lives, the ways that our lives were changed by Jesus, by God, by the Holy Ghost.
Why aren't you changing? What? So let me ask you this. As a Christian,
Let me ask you a question after, please.
okay, great. As a Christian, you're looking at somebody who is working construction, not here legally, right? As a Christian, you look at this person, you go, I don't know if you're doing anything, but like holistically, if you look in and what is the best thing as a Christian we could be doing for a person that is here illegally working? Is it to summarily round people up sometimes ripping them sort of callously from their families at line at the fucking elementary school. Is that the most Christian thing that we can be doing? And if it's not, why is it that like you are so quick to say that this is an okay thing to do?
All right, I'm gonna answer this. I'm gonna ask you a question.
Answer that first.
So, ripping people from their families is never okay. I agree with that. Now, what we can be doing to try to help out people who are in these trades or any illegal immigrant in general, we can try to expedite this process. We can both agree that we can both agree that it takes way too much time and it costs way too much money to become a legal citizen in America today. I answered your question. I'm gonna ask you one.
Wait. I'm happy to answer your question, but I've got a follow-up question.
I bet you
But
did.
that's not what we're doing. What
it's
you're
not.
doing, when I asked you, how's Donnie doing day to day? And you were like, it's great. He's kicking immigrants out. But you understand fundamentally that is like a kind of especially the way that they're doing it, is kind of a fucking horrendous anti-humanitarian like undertaking. And you also understand, which I am like very pleasantly surprised, that you can identify the fucking problem, which is if there's a quicker, more effective path to citizenship, these people become legal and they pay taxes and they live out their lives here, and that's a really fucking good thing. But they're not doing that.
Taxes.
That's not what they're doing. And so that's great. And if Donald Trump had set about doing that, and that would be fucking great, but he's not doing that. He is summarily and rather like frighteningly like ripping people people at their fucking hearings, doing it the right way, as so many conservatives demand. At their fucking hearings, they're pulling them out and shipping them to countries they've never been to. And so, like, how is that a good thing for you, and B, a good Christian thing to do? And I ask you those things knowing full well the answer.
Okay, I'm going to answer this. Will you allow me to ask you?
I'm excited about it.
I've been trying to ask. Okay, so when it comes to Christianity or politics, two different things. I'll still answer your question on my personal views. So, bringing people to countries they've never been to, obviously wrong. Obviously a bad thing to do. What he is doing, whether he means to or not, because we can both agree that he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, hold on. So, even though he's doing things in a crazy manner, he's still bringing insight to the topic. He's still bringing the topic up to the forefront of our minds. He's showing everybody there is a problem, even though he's not taking care of it the right way. There is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Now, even though Trump might be everything that the Democrats call him, let's say that that's true. Everything that the Democrats call him, Trump might be. I believe everything happens for a reason, and that this might be for the greater good in the future. Just bringing these problems to the surface. Now, after this, let's say a Democrat gets in office. Do you think they're going to expedite getting illegal immigrants into the country? Do you think they're going to try to fix this whole entire process?
First of all, that's a terrible take, and I'll tell you why. Because like it is exactly you said the thing, but
I believe in my faith.
That's fine. That's fine. Well, you missed the reason why he's doing that. He got up there and was like, they're fucking eating cats and dogs. They're poisoning the blood of our country, which is something a certain little mustache man said about a certain bunch of family members of mine at a certain point. He did that so that people thought and brought it to the forefront of their minds, thinking, this is why I'm struggling. People who are a lot dumber than you went up there and were like, it's the immigrants. And they've done this, brother. They've done this since I've been fucking alive. They've been saying it's the immigrants that are causing prices to go up. It's the immigrants causing a housing crisis. It's the and it's not. It's fucking Facebook. It is BlackRock buying up houses. Worked since the dawn of time, and it sucks because it's not the fucking issue. It's never been the issue. You nailed it. He was like, he's bringing this to the forefront of our mind, and you have to go, why is he doing that? And you don't, and that's a bummer. And to the question you asked me, if Democrats get into power, do you think that there was a bill on the floor of the fucking Senate? I don't know if you know about this. Do you?
I know about the bill. Yeah.
That was like, we're going to surge. We're going to, well, not fix, but like surge resources to fucking do exactly. And Donald Trump called senators and was like, don't do this. We got to run on dumb idiots who are going to fucking say.
The bill was made by a Republican.
Even though it was made by a Republican.
And Republicans all agreed with it for the majority.
What are you doing then? You're smart enough to fucking see this.
You're definitely more difficult than he is. But I still have my question to ask. We're going to stay on the topic of religion. We're going to stay on the topic. Wasn't that a nice compliment I gave you?
I can't tell at this point.
Anyways, so staying on the topic of religion, I still have this question I've been trying to ask you for 3 turns going back and forth.
Go on.
I asked you in between each one. So, debating on strictly religion. What do you think about Christian religion and Muslim? The differences between the two, and which ones are better for our country? Their views.
The first line in the First Amendment of
No.
Constitution.
What I'm saying is we've been talking about
That's my answer.
religion.
That's my answer.
Yeah.
My answer is I don't give a shit what you believe. Sharia, Christianity, the flying fucking spaghetti monster, Sarah the ever-loving unicorn. I don't, and this is the beauty of America, and something that I think is worth like violently protecting is our freedom of religion. And freedom from religion, meaning you don't have to be subjected to other people's, the majority religion, because you don't believe in it. That is my fucking answer. It's the first line in the, I don't give a shit. And we were talking about this earlier. This is uncomfortable. I don't know how you were brought up. I don't really like.
I know a lot about the Muslim religion.
Okay. Great. Do you know why are you a Christian?
I grew up Catholic, and sometime around the time I hit puberty, let's call it 12, sometime around 12 years old, 13 years old, I completely turned against my parents, rebelled, blah, blah, the normal testosterone bullshit. I became a little brat. I stopped following religion. Just sometime in this past year, I had a spiritual awakening where it was something that I had to acknowledge. I had no choice. So this was something happened to me, and I was forced to see. I had no choice. I saw something happen in my life. And I'm not going to get too big into it. I don't
have
wanna
to.
preach you.
You don't have to.
But something happened to me, and I know that there's something. I don't know if it's Christian God. I know that it is a higher power, and I believe that higher power is something that I think both of us can agree on, that love in general is something unique and different than anything else on this entire planet, and it has a lot of power.
I don't.
You don't think that love is unique, different, and has a lot of power?
I don't assign that to a deity.
No. But what I'm saying is that there's this thing called love, has a lot of power. It's unique and different than anything else.
But that's
on the planet.
not that's not.
And
The
I think it's
Christian
more
religion.
powerful than anything else on this planet. Now, mind you, God is love. Jesus was the embodiment of love. Now, can God be mean?
But not. Well, he sure
Can he
can.
put you in the eternal pit of fire?
Seems like a loving guy, especially if you just quietly stop believing in him. He'll burn you forever. So, well, he's very loving. But so I guess my big question was like, when you assign this feeling of love to Jesus Christ,
Right.
is it possible that there is like a different God that you are feeling that you just haven't like been assigned to yet?
What I think is that I think that there is one entity that everybody prays to, whether they realize it or not.
So what's your problem with the Muslim religion if they're praying to the same entity?
I think that that specific religion over here with our belief system with Muhammad, correct?
Not personally. Blessed be upon him.
You know what I'm talking about, though. You know who Muhammad is in the Muslim religion.
Yeah.
He is the best person in their religion. He is the person who created the religion. Everybody looks up to him in that religion. And in my opinion, I don't have to get into specifics, and I won't. In my opinion, he's one of the worst, most disgusting people who have ever lived on the face of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
They
Why?
look up to him, and they agree with everything he says. And everything.
Why?
You want me to say why?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know, and think hard because you know exactly where I'm going to go after that.
Okay. So he married a 6-year-old.
Mm-hmm. So people who abuse children should be burned in the pit of hell for all eternity, right? One of the most disgusting things you can do is harm children, right?
Correct. Is our current leader going there?
Here you go.
Potentially. It's not for me to determine.
How would you, brother? How are you going to make that argument about this religion and then throw your support behind somebody who is like very deeply implicated in a multinational, disgusting child sex trafficking ring?
I could name thousands of things I disagree with Trump.
But how are you going to say how are you? But you're condemning. Listen, you're condemning billions of people who believe in this religion and saying all of them are following a violent extremist religion because of the one person that did this, right? The one central person that did this. And yet I can say you are following a guy who is very likely involved in doing a real life guy in 2025 in doing this, right? And you are not condemning everyone who follows them the way that we are, follows that guy, including yourself, to the same sort of rigorous moral absolutism. Why is that, you think? Because it's you?
Right. So I haven't seen personally any definitive proof that this has happened. Do I think more and more every day? Do I think more and more that it's more of a possibility? Yeah. I'm starting to waken up to that. And mind you, when I voted for him, I wasn't nearly as big into politics as I am now. I wasn't nearly as into what's going on in the world as I am now. I'm starting to realize that I've always realized that you couldn't trust any politician at all, no matter who it is. You should always, no matter who the president is, always have things that you can disagree with. That you should always look at them as somebody that you can't trust 100%, and that you should always question everything. Now, with him, specifically with this entire situation, more and more becomes open to the public every day. And if that is the case, we will all find out. And if that is the case, then you're gonna see a huge switch. Am I Republican at the end of the day? Do I follow Republican views? Yes. Now, we had two politicians, two people you can't trust. And I, at the time, not knowing as much as I do now, had to pick between two people I didn't trust.
This guy had photos of him and Epstein before the fucking election. But again, like, we're talking about religion. I don't think that you answered the question. And you read something about the Prophet Muhammad, blessed be upon him, blessings be upon him, right? And you're like, everybody who follows Islam is like tainted by this religion.
If they believe that you can marry somebody as soon as they grow an armpit hair, then yeah.
And yet, not a hint of irony.
In my answer.
The allegations about this, about him abusing women, about him going into a lot on fucking Howard Stern. He bragged about this, going into like teen girls' locker rooms.
You say teen girls. Which exact, if you know, which exact?
This is a
pageant was he talking
huge
about?
cope that you're doing right now.
No, it's not. So you said teen. I want to make sure that you know for a fact that it was teen. Whether it was teen or whether it was adult, it's fucking disgusting.
Is it better? Oh, okay. So either way, it's fucking gross.
It's fucking disgusting.
We should be protecting women's spaces, right?
Correct. But you said teen, and I want you to know definitely that it was teen if it was when you say that. And if you say that.
Did he run Teen USA?
He did run Teen USA. How many other pageants did he run that were adult?
Okay, so when he said
Wait.
that, you don't think you so if he said I'm doing this.
When I turn my
One
head
of the
away from
one of the
camera,
people
I'm either hitting a
I
vein-
understand. Well, you don't have to fucking say it. But here's my point is that like for some reason like the behavior that he has done his entire fucking life, the way that he's been his entire public facing life as this sort of like rotting, morally destitute, disgusting human being when it comes to women, especially young women, even his fucking daughter. This has never been a fucking secret. This is who this guy is. And yet you were able to condemn everybody over here in this religion, but not you and everybody that's threw their support behind this guy, despite all of the shit that came with this. And the justification here is I only had one choice. And that's not a good enough reason to say,
like I said.
okay, if this guy's abusing women, and I kind of don't like the fact that like Kamala Harris laughs different or whatever the fuck, like I don't think that that's a good enough reason to have voted for this fucking guy, especially looking around.
No, like I said, I knew a lot less then than I know now. I'm conservative at the end of the day. I'm Republican at the end of the day.
Why? I want to talk about that. What
let's talk
are
about that.
the fucking things that make you? What are the things that Republican conservatism is doing right now that make you an ardent supporter? What would
Doing
you
right now or what it means?
if Donald Trump kicks the bucket sometime soon and you're still a Republican? What is it that you are that what does that fucking mean to you at this point?
Okay, so there was a time, there was a day, there was a period in our history in America where one man's salary used to be able to provide for an entire family, an entire household. That was a beautiful
I knew
time.
this. This is why I ask this question all the time, and I know this
That's
is
a
going to come
beautiful time.
because you're going to be a socialist by the end of this conversation.
Oh, I'm fucking not. I'll tell you that right now.
Tell me when
I-
the
I
last
go hunting
when
after
was that?
that.
When was that? When was the time when you could just bounce from McDonald's to McDonald's and then go buy a house? Tell me roughly the time. Yes.
You could build houses.
No.
and provide for your entire family.
You could work minimum wage and go fucking own a home.
Minimum wage. So minimum wage is created for children in high school at the age that they can start working.
No.
That's minimum wage.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Now skilled workers, skilled employees.
No. Stop.
building
No.
your house.
So don't get distracted.
Different.
Don't get distracted. When was the time that you're talking about?
Before the 1920s.
No. Do it. Try again.
No, when's the time? When's the time?
In the 60s, you could do that. In the 70s, you can do that.
In this, in theory, I mean,
No. And I know this because I was born in the 80s and my parents thankfully weren't working minimum wage, but everybody had to buy the American dream. All you had to do was have a job. And do you know why that was, my brother in Christ? It was because we had a 90% marginal tax rate on the people making $400,000 a year or more. 90% on people making $400,000 a year or more. And then Reagan came in and was like, nah, are you?
Sorry, I'm plugging in my phone.
All right. This is important because this bygone era, this Make America Great Again, he's doing the fuck ass opposite, where he is transferring massive wealth from the lower and middle class to himself by way of these tax cuts, by way of regressive taxes through tariffs that the middle and lower class pay more percentage of our wealth go into these tariffs than rich people. So the thing that you're saying is a fundamentally socialist policy that is going to get us out of this. The thing that I will have this conversation with you, and everything that you say, the Democrats will want to do. I promise you.
We were more socialist back when.
Orders of magnitude.
Okay, so you're saying that the average person pays more on these tariffs. You and I pay more on these tariffs than the big corporations and businesses, correct?
Than Elon does, right? If
eggs
go up,
how many car parts is Elon ordering? How many car parts is he ordering? How much is he paying in tariffs? So let's say if and I agree with you with the 90% tax rate.
But listen, wait. No, that's not how it works. Elon's pulling out, getting fucking chips, right? And he's paying $100 for a chip, and now he's paying $120 a chip because there's 20% tariffs. And then
more. I know what you're saying.
He doesn't pay shit, dog.
We end up paying extra.
You and I.
No, I agree with you with the 90% tax rate. The reason why is not only just the people that were making that much, the businesses that were making that much. In order to evade the taxes, they were investing in their businesses, creating more jobs. And because they had to invest all their money back into their businesses, they ended up making so many more jobs. So let's say we implement that right now, 90% taxes. On business.
And instruct companies not to have tax or to stock buybacks and massively inflate their CEO's payout and
CEO's payouts. All right.
So these things, the regulations that were pulled out of the market are the reason why this gap between you and I and Elon continues to grow and now is like in fucking hyperspace mode.
Right,
it is.
So I'm going to make a little example here. The numbers I'm going to make up are just completely.
Am I making any sense, by the way?
Yeah, you are. I'm going to pull some numbers out of my ass. They don't mean anything other than this exact situation that I'm making up right now, right? So let's say Walmart makes $100 billion profit this year, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say we tax them 90% on that $100 billion.
We don't tax Walmart.
No. That's what I'm saying. This is entirely hypothetical.
Okay.
Let's do the 90%. Let's make that a thing back then. That's what we're doing in this hypothetical equation.
Yeah.
We're taxing them 90%. They're like, we don't want to get taxed 90%. We want to put that back into our businesses. We want to reinvest that so that way we make way less profits. How about no profits? Let's invest every profit we made back into the business so we don't have to pay any taxes because we didn't make any profits, right? So they invest all $100 billion back into building more Walmarts, therefore creating more jobs.
Mm-hmm.
That's what was happening back then. Even though we were taxing them 90%, they were building America. They were building more factories because they ended up not having to pay them taxes.
That's not at all what was happening.
Really, they weren't getting around the taxes at all by making no profit by investing back in their businesses.
Do you know what an LLC is?
I have an LLC.
So you know that if I sue you for negligence, if you put my roof on upside down, I just got a fucking wrong side V-shaped roof, right? And I'm like, hey man, I'm just gonna sue you, and I sue you. You are a completely different entity than the LLC, right?
Yeah, the LLC is itself.
So when we say tax the rich, we're talking about the Waltons, The Waltons, who if they're making $100 million and they're getting paid out, right? They're getting paid out $100 million a year. Walmart's making $2 billion a year. They're getting a percentage, right? And we're taxing them at a much more intense. Walmart isn't getting taxed. The business of Walmart is not. First of all, the profits are going to the shareholders, and then they need to be paid out in the shareholders. But also, like, they are still reinvesting it, and the idea is to turn a profit. So the business is not fundamentally throwing all of the money back into reinvestment, and they're still doing that. The issue is that we are subsidizing Walmart's profits because Walmart is paying their employees so little that they're qualifying for government assistance. So, and they are able to turn these Yeah, I love that face. We are subsidizing Walmart's fucking profit margins because they're paying their employees so little that they are qualifying for food stamps. And then you and I, are paying our taxes into the food stamps because Walmart is not paying their employees enough to live in a fucking America. So Walmart is getting our fucking socialist benefits because they're not paying their employees enough. And Walmart is taking those profits and not reinvesting in their business. They have a fucking enough money to do that. They are instead paying their fucking CEOs and their shareholders more money.
Okay. So how much does the average Walmart employee make?
I don't know.
$17.50 to $18 an hour. I actually Googled it earlier in the debate.
In the debate?
In another debate, I Googled this earlier. They make
$16 an hour. Sure.
$17.50 to $18.
Some places.
On
Average.
average. Between the people that are managers and the people that are just getting hired at $15 an hour to the people that are managers that are making $25. They're getting paid an average because there's more of the grunts at the bottom making $15. On average, $17.50 to $18.
$7.25 still.
I don't think any Walmart's paying $7.25. I live in Pennsylvania.
That's minimum wage,
minimum
brother.
Wage is $7.25 still in my state. That's a state guideline. People at my Walmart in my town of 1,600 people are getting paid $15 startup. Hold on. So in some cities, some areas, California, New York City.
Let's just do this. Let's just do this.
These
Let's
people
just
might
do
not
this.
be able to afford how to live.
Let's just do this.
Google my Walmart. Google.
I'm not. I don't have to. I'm going to take your word for it. Let's say $16 an hour times 8 hours a day, right? Times 5 days a week, right?
Yeah, and my rent and my house.
Wait. Do this with me. 16 times 8,
Oh, I
128.
said 1750, but call it 16.
16 times 8,
Minimum.
128.
Start out base pay.
128.
Base pay as a 14-year-old working at Walmart. This is
$640 a week. $640 a week times 52. How much is that?
640 times 52 hours.
52 weeks a year. 640
52
times
weeks a
52
year.
weeks
I
a
can
year.
tell you what that makes in a month. I can't times it by 52 in my head. Let's say it's 6,000 per 10. So then that's 1280 per quarter. 1280 per quarter. That's around 49,000 a year.
$49,000 a year. Do you think that $49,000 a year gets it done for a family of 4?
In where I live, it could make by. You could get by with that.
What if you had to do it on what it actually was, which was $33,280?
Yeah, my math is wrong.
Yeah. So if you're making 30 in the year of our Lord, right? 2025, you're making 30 grand a year. And you have a kid. One fucking little monster. You think that they qualify, they are making that is under the limit for what it qualifies for fucking for assistance. That's before taxes.
Right. So what was that? $640 times that by 2. It's 1280 times that by 2. That's
What are we doing?
we're talking about per month. I'll tell you what my bills are per month in my area.
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter.
So
It doesn't fucking matter.
that's one person working.
Walmart is
my
paying.
my rent's $800. My car insurance, yada yada. Anyways, it equates to close to $2,000.
Your rent is
That's about
$800.
what
How
I'm-
many roommates do you have?
None. I'll show you my apartment right now. I have a 2-bedroom apartment, a nice living room, a nice kitchen.
In Pennsylvania.
Yeah, actually, if you look up Scranton, Pennsylvania, which is a decent sized city for Pennsylvania, it's the Electric City. It's where Joe Biden is from. 30 minutes down the road from me.
That's where the
Scranton,
fucking office
Pennsylvania.
was. We all know where Scranton is.
Yeah, the average rent is like $1,100. Average.
The national average rent is $2,000.
Look up Scranton, Pennsylvania's average.
No. I'm going to go to Zillow.
Okay, you could look up Scranton, Pennsylvania's average.
No, I don't want to do that.
They're too bad.
I'm going to go look at fucking, give me your zip.
My zip 18431. There are some more expensive,
I'm going here. I'm going to
more
go look.
expensive ones.
I'm going to go find the cheapest fucking apartment that I can find on Zillow in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Here's one for $1,100.
11's not bad. That's almost
11?
half the average.
11, yeah, 2 bed, 1 bath. Here's one for 16. 2 bed, 1 bath. Here's one
I can
for
send
12.
you one that's a 4-bedroom right now for $1,200. Or no, for $1,600.
That's double what you're paying.
No, yeah, double what I'm paying for $1,600
2-bed.
for a 4-bedroom, and it's a 3-bath,
There's nothing here.
2.5 bath.
There's nothing here under 11. 11 is shockingly cheap, by the way. So like, and this doesn't look like it has fucking.
It's in the heart of Scranton on Zillow.
Yeah. I'm
In
looking.
the heart of a city, 1,100 for a 2-bedroom.
City is very generous.
Well, it's called the Electric City. This is where the last president of the
I'm
United
not.
States of America. is from.
Sure. You a man whom you revere, definitely.
You
So
know
I
the
think
fucking highway
but
after the guy.
the point is that like let's just say first of all, you got to stop vaping. It's gonna kill you. You understand that? Go read a book.
Let's
This
talk
is
about
so bad. Like
Using Honesdale. What is this person saying?
they're fucking they're
What
finding
is
out, dude.
Victoria?
If you inhale fucking hot particulates, it's good. That's like worse than smoking. You have to stop. Seriously.
From Honesdale. That's pretty fucking scary.
But the point is that like I think that you have kind of a warped sense of how much it costs to live in America right now. And
So like I said, my rent's $800.
but
My
like
one of my friend's rent is 11. My other good friend's 9. My old apartment I used to live in with a roommate was $1,200. So yeah, I mean, 8 is cheap, 9 is cheap, 11 average, 12 average. There's some places that people rent that cost $100,000 a month.
do you think let me ask you.
That's where
Let's
the
just
average
carry
comes
on this fucking thought experiment. They're paying you $30,000 a year, right? They're paying you $30,000 a year. That's
Well, you said 33.
33 a year. I'm gonna say you get the worst apartment in Scranton,
Your bills are
Pennsylvania.
$2,000.
The worst apartment in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Right, $2,000.
$2,000 is your bills altogether, wrapped up. Imagine you don't have a giant car payment. 24. And mind you, that's the minimum base pay of Walmart. The minimum.
Hang on. You think that you're getting away with groceries, phone bill, car, gas, child care, clothes for your kids, and then groceries. You think you're getting away with that for an extra $800 a month?
No, but what I said, and so if you
So
look up
bills
right
are
now,
you said
if
bills
you
are
look up
$2,000.
What is the average base pay? Start
Hang
out.
on, sorry. You said
That's-
bills are $2,000.
Let's say bills are $2,000.
So you're
If you don't have an
doing
outrageous car payment.
$3,200. You're doing $3,200 a month in bills, right?
No, let's say bills,
And rent.
including rent, are $2,000.
I'm telling you, you're fucking out of your mind.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, dude, my rent $800, car insurance $150. Okay. you're gonna fact check my car insurance?
No.
Okay.
Let's say 150 a month. Keep going.
Yeah, I tally this up. 800, 150. Cell phone, $60. I don't pay off I bought my phone cash. I do prepaid.
Sick.
$60
Keep going.
cell phone. Internet, $60. Electric. Hold on. Electric, $100. Heat, $100. Okay.
Health insurance?
Water, $60. Health insurance, $150. Garbage, $60. Show me the number.
We're not done. How much do you eat, brother?
We're talking about bills.
These are bills. That's not a bill.
Okay.
How much do you pay for food?
So loaf of bread, call it $3.
So the American
Hold on.
dream is eating
Hold on.
loaves of bread
Loaf of
in
bread.
Scranton, Pennsylvania.
We're gonna cover breakfast first.
$300. $300 for groceries.
We're gonna cover breakfast first. If you want
300. If you're getting out of the grocery store in 2025 2 times a week with under $150, you are eating mostly beans and rice. I'm going to give you $300 for groceries. What else? Car payment.
I don't have a car payment. I pay with cash.
Let's say we have a car payment.
I don't have a car. I've never had a car payment.
Let's say this person does have a car payment.
Yeah, I mean you're fucked.
Oh,
Don't finance. Don't finance a vehicle.
so don't have a car. How much you paying for gas? What kind of car you drive?
Your car is paid off.
What kind of Ford F-150 do you have?
I got a Chevy. I got
Damn.
3 Chevys. I got 3 Chevys.
All right, how much
I got
you
2
paying for
Chevys
gas in
and
one of
a
those fucking Chevys?
Gas? Depends on how far I'm driving. I got a 6-cylinder Chevy Silverado. I have a 8-cylinder. I mean, call it $10 a day, $20 a day, sometimes 40.
How much a month are you paying in gas?
I mean,
You're filling that bitch up twice a month.
times 10.
No.
By 30 days, that's 300. You times 20 by 30 days, it's 600. Call it 400. 400.
We'll call it
400
$450 in gas.
a month in gas.
A month in gas.
You're already at like fucking $3,000, bud.
You want to take a guess?
27. $3,200. Mind you, the base pay at Walmart.
No. $3,200. So wait. We're cooking with gas here. $3,200, $3,190.
What did you
times
put in
12.
as a car payment?
What, I didn't put in a car payment. I didn't even put in a car payment. I just did fucking gas.
Yeah, $38,000. Discreet buy.
Which is no. That's $5,000 more than you make a year at Walmart.
at a base pay.
Yes,
Like a 14-year-old.
that's what I'm talking about. That's $5,000 more in fucking Trump's America than you are getting paid, dog. And that's if you don't get sick, and if you don't get hit by a car, and if you
That's
fucking do
one
everything
person's
right.
salary. One person's wages.
This is what people are doing.
And that's
You are talking about a bygone era when people are just doing a paycheck and like buying a house and saving for college, saving for your kids. That was no kids. 38. 0 kids.
so like I was saying, that you calculated at $16 an hour. Walmart hires at $15.50. And you can Google that. Fact check that right now for me, please. What is Walmart?
So we gave
hire
you an extra 50 cents.
at? What Walmart hires
Wait.
Children.
Just sit with this.
14-year-olds
Sit
who
with
work
the
at
reality
Walmart.
for a second. Sit with the reality for a second. The thing that you said was that like we want to go back to, and like the person that is working a job 8 hours a day. Oh, by the way, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, no days off. That is 0 vacation. Every fucking week you go to work. If you don't get sick, you make $33,000. That's still $5,000 under what you should be. What you can afford to simply live. That's not going out. That's not going to take your fucking. If you're single, good luck going on fucking dates, dog.
Hold on. Pull that calculator back up. So even if it was 16 that you were calculating, do this for me. 16 times 40. Were you doing 40 hours a week?
Yep.
16 times 40 times that by 52.
You think I was fucking lying to you? I don't. This is the high estimate. This is what I was granting you 16.
Okay.
There's some people
16
making
is the
less than this.
Starting wage. Some people are. Now, mind you, if you're working from the age you're 14 years old, you're fully capable of working from the age of 14 years old.
Oh, dog.
Even in
Listen,
a
wait, listen to
privilege-
yourself. Listen to yourself.
even in
Listen to what you're saying. Get the kids to work. What you're not
What?
recognizing. What
I've
you're
been
not,
working since I was 10, bro.
and that's your choice. That's fine. You could go and fucking work. But
Totally.
what you're listen to what you're
sick day.
listen to what you're rationalizing.
I stay
Just
home
as
on
long,
sick day.
listen to what you're rationalizing. As long as the kids go to start working at 14 and work till they die, it's gonna be fine. And what I'm saying is that is in no way representative of the American fucking dream you think that you have. You think that Donald Trump is what he's doing is enabling corporations to do that to us. And what I'm saying is Democrats don't. Democrats add regulation. Democrats add union fucking protections. Democrats add,
You named
they'll
it. Regulation on our factories. China's polluting the entire fucking earth with their non-regulated factories. We can't even afford to have factories here because of your fucking regulations.
so fucking close, dude. We're so close here. I swear to God.
You think we're close to,
No,
to
I don't
making me
think
a
so.
socialist?
Yeah, I think that like people like you can get it. People like you, as long as you stop fucking vaping. What are you hitting right now? What is it?
That's geek.
Stop. It's gonna kill you.
Geek 5% salt, Nick.
Do you have like you got healthcare like lung cancer money? Must be nice. That's
I don't.
so
have all
stop,
money
dude.
for money.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, I fucking hope I don't fucking make it to 60 the way that the
That's-
Democrats are fucking turning America.
Anyway, I think that you're capable of fucking understanding this, and I think that
I
like
understand what
the
you're
big
saying.
but the big hang up is like trying to uncouple this idea and like this idea of what you think being a conservative is, and like beginning to understand that it like doesn't mean what you think it means. And
Now, mind you,
and they do a really good job convincing you, the guys like you, that like it like, you know how like Chevy runs commercials about how big their fucking trucks are, and like gives you a big strong feel like you're working, that's fine, but like dudes who drive big trucks, they convince you that the bigger your truck is, the more fucking virile you are, right? That's like their whole god. Like instead of making them more efficient, they made them bigger to get around fuel efficiency. So like, and then they had to like engage in this like psychotic advertising, and what they did was they tied it to masculinity, and it was brilliant because now it's the best selling fucking car in America is a giant truck, most inefficient fucking thing for 90% of people, and everyone drives them because they've convinced you that like it like makes you, and that's what conservatism for men is.
Okay.
They convinced you that being a liberal is somehow weak and sad. And I'm here to fucking tell you that as soon as you uncouple that shit and you understand that they are sucking the life out of you and you are like happily helping them, as soon as you fucking get that, you're going to be a little mad at yourself. That's going to be true. And then you're going to see it. I promise you.
okay, so in the back of my truck right now is a pile full of siding, bunch of wood, rotten wood I ripped off of a house earlier today. There's also a bunch of, I don't even know if I can say this word. There's a bunch of red stuff from something I harvested earlier this morning. I have 3 trucks. All of them are older because they're more reliable than the crap that we have to build overseas or get the parts from overseas for it to be assembled in the United States, not built in the United States like it used to be. And that's because of regulations put on our factories. But
No,
we're
that's
going to
because
switch
of-
to something else.
It's not. It's because of
So-
globalization and the fact that like those jobs went overseas because Americans don't want to do those jobs.
I'll do those jobs. I'll get up on
No,
your
you
roof.
won't.
I'll get up on your roof.
You're not going to
I'll
sit in a
build your
factory and assemble my fucking phone.
phone. We never had phone factories in the United States, as far as I'm concerned.
We did. We did. We had
Smartphone factories?
Motorola and Nextel. Those were all American companies.
Smartphone factories.
Yeah. Well, no. That's my point. Is that like we offshored those jobs so that we would have higher paying, less labor intensive jobs. That's the
then it got
global
to the
economy,
point-
baby.
And then it got to the point where everything is built overseas and we make almost nothing here. Go
We
to
don't.
Walmart.
But that's the point. We don't have to make things. The things
all
that
of
we
our money,
wait.
all of our money that we make here in the United
Wait.
States, we just send overseas.
Wait,
we just send all of it overseas.
the things
just do
that
that, right?
the things that we make are intellectual property. The
But
things that
that's a
we
good
own.
idea, though, right? Is just to take all of our money that we make here in the United States and we're just send all of it overseas. That's just the best idea I've ever heard in my life. That's great. What are we talking about, dude?
How much is Apple worth?
A ridiculous amount of money.
Give me a fucking idea. Give me how much is Apple worth?
200 billion. More? How much is that? What are you drinking? Liquid Death?
Yeah. How much is Apple worth?
How much is Apple worth?
It starts with a T.
Oh, fuck, dude. Yeah.
$4 trillion. It's one of the largest economies on Earth.
Jesus help our country.
No, that's what I'm trying to get you to see is we're not sending that money overseas. That's an American company who is the shining fucking diamond in our disgusting gilded cap. We don't have to make the product there
Where do the
to have
batteries
successful companies here.
Where does lithium ion batteries come from?
Don't get distracted. That's
You're
not
getting distracted, buddy.
we're not sending the money to China when we buy Apple. We're buying Apple who is here in America.
Where are the lithium ion batteries coming from? Why are these things throwaway? Why do they fail after 2 years?
Yeah, you're going to get into African colonialism, and I don't think that you are equipped to have that conversation. If I'm honest, I don't think I'm equipped to have that conversation. But like,
I don't
that's
think that many people are willing to put their faces in front of what needs to be said about those situations. And the people that have those $4 trillion companies and what they're capable of doing to people that speak out about their organizations.
so. You do want them to go overseas, or we don't want?
We do not want to harvest.
Do you think that we can
lithium
harvest
ion.
cobalt here?
We don't want to harvest the lithium ion the way that we're doing it.
How do we want to do it?
Humanely.
And you think less regulation is going to do that?
Less regulation here in America is a good thing when it comes to our factories. But out there, we need to revamp the whole system here. I don't even understand why the fuck we're okay with. So every single time that you
Those
buy,
are brother.
what
Those are
year
the
is
fucking
that?
opposite. Those are the opposite fucking ideas.
How new is your iPhone? What
It's
generation?
the newest one. I do this for work. This is my job.
You're evil.
Oh, what's your phone?
14 Pro.
You talking to me on a fucking potato?
14 Pro might as well be a fucking.
No
potato.
blood in that one. That one was the clean years.
Not nearly as much blood. Somebody
You tell yourself whatever you need to.
Every year.
We are all of us complicit in a fucking awful genocide. There are
It's
levels to
terrible.
which we are all.
Oh yeah, this is our iPhones are small time compared to the people driving Teslas.
I don't think that you have a point necessarily.
Oh yeah. We're gonna drive a Tesla because it's gonna save the planet.
Well, we would if he wasn't a fucking Nazi. There would be.
You can't even say that word on here.
I can. I can.
Let me see. How many followers you got, dude? 2 million. Jesus.
Is that all?
You want to get into lithium?
What? I just like. Do you think that we're gonna bring the mine here?
No.
No. Do you know why?
So we got to take there.
No. Again, what you like? Again, brother. You are so close to putting a socialist armband on. You are inches. You are so close to getting it. Having the workers own the means of production. Like if like cobalt mines were owned by the people that were like the labor.
social?
Like you're so there. You get it.
What are the most?
You're
socialist
knocking on the door.
What are the most socialist countries? North Korea.
No. What? No. Try.
Which ones?
Try.
Norway, Sweden, Finland.
You got it.
They're all right. They're not the worst countries.
They are. Every time you see quality of life surveys, it is always those.
Yeah, I mean, I've gone to Norway. I think it's great. I've gone on cruises. I've visited there. I haven't stayed there very long at all. I've just
It's cold there.
checked it out. Oh, it's fucking freezing, bud. You know.
But they get more for their tax. They pay more taxes, but they get orders of magnitude more than we get. We pay the most for our healthcare, and we get the least amount of services. We get the worst healthcare for the amount of money that we're paying, and it's not even close. We're not even top 25. Socialism is when we pay taxes and we get free fucking healthcare and good quality healthcare.
I don't believe in that. I truly don't believe in socialism. I don't think that it's good to implement.
We have a bunch of
socialism
socialisms.
Sure. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Fire departments, cool.
Good, right?
Yeah, good fire.
Good idea.
Good
Keep going.
idea, fire
Keep going.
departments.
What else do we have?
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
What's the other one?
they're necessarily the worst thing, you know.
What is?
Food stamps aren't necessarily the worst thing, you know.
You skipped cops. That's crazy.
Yeah, police. I mean, police are good. Actually, police are really good. Police are good, really good.
You forgot for a second. You were like, "Oh, these cops suck," but I can't do that because I'm a fucking conservative. Cops are bad, but we need them sometimes. So like, what else we got?
All the time.
We got- what else?
To call? Who else you to call?
To report that I've been robbed. When has a cop ever stopped doing it? Like, what they show up and like, yeah, you got robbed, dude. I'm like, yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I mean, you can call me. I'll show up. I'll help you.
I got my own. Cops, fire department, food stamps, incredible. Well, how about like post office? Pretty good.
I mean, which ones? UPS,
No, the U.S. Post Service.
USPS. Okay, so there's other things that can do these.
Roads.
Roads only exist in companies or in countries that are socialist.
No, we're just naming things that we are the beneficiaries of socialist programs. Parks, roads, highways.
Fuck parks.
How about school? Not a big fan.
School's
How about
good.
fucking schools?
School's good. Parks,
Libraries.
libraries. I mean, when was the last time you went to a library personally?
Not
When was the
recently.
last time? Yeah, me either.
Sad. Well, if we had better ones, I'd go.
Yeah, I'd rather
How
just
about
go to a book.
how about fuck like there? So how about the military? Is that a good socialist program?
Only
The military, by the way, is how they convince people that like socialism is good. When you join the military, you get free healthcare and free education and free like that's what you get. And we could just be instead of the taxes going to the military to make those kids go and bomb like children that don't look like us in other countries with our tax money, we could just give that money to young people to go to fucking school and give us healthcare. Do you understand? We could just skip that fucking step. We could do that. Do you know why? Because our fucking fucking military, Jesus is king. What's your name, by the way? Donnie. Donnie. The fucking.
Thank you for saying it.
The fucking our military is bigger than the next 20 militaries combined, and 18 of those are our fucking allies. We could just not. The military is fucking tricky socialism, and we're all for it in America. As long as you fucking salute the fucking flag before the national anthem, we are all about the military, and that's goddamn socialism. We could just do that. We can just do that for our people, for our countrymen, for those fucking immigrants. We could do that.
Socialism to most people is one step too close to communism.
That's because most people don't know what the fuck it is. I maintain that this shit could be fixed with a little bit of education. Just spread some education on this, and we could fix all this shit. The more that we talk, the more that people understand how socialism is not communism, and how like it's not a slippery slope. It's not this McCarthyism bullshit where we're just gonna slide into a dictatorship. Like we have real world, current examples of how democratic socialism works, and works. Not only does it work the best out of all of the countries on earth.
What about republic capitalism?
What about that? Is it working for you? You're living in an $800 apartment in Scranton, Pennsylvania. No shade. But like, is that working for you?
Named the exact town that I live in, which was actually pretty fucking nuts.
Is it working? Is it working for most people? No, it's not. It's not working for most people here.
It is working for me. Even though I live cheap, it's because I believe in a modest living situation. Like I don't want something super fancy. I could easily have something fancy. Like I said, I give half my pay to the church. I actually do that.
You should stop doing that. Just give it. I don't know.
We have our different beliefs, but I would rather live modest. I don't need.
But that's you.
I got 3 trucks. One of my trucks is a 1996. I rebuilt it from the ground up. I spent only
not that modest.
I spent a 1996.
I got a 2000 Boxster, also modest.
So 1996.
It's 4 years.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, I rebuilt it from the ground up. I live in the Rust Belt. There's rust all over. I rebuilt this thing from the ground up. Only cost me $20,000 to rebuild the entire thing from the ground up. All brand new components. I bought a used motor off of one of my good friends for like $400. I rebuilt the inside of the motor myself. Put it in the truck. Got a used transmission. I only had 130,000 miles on it off of another buddy.
I'm a car guy too, but here's the thing: is Republic conservative, like whatever the fuck you said. Republican conservatism, Republican capitalism. Is it working for? Remember how we did a bunch of math earlier, and that guy who like even if he lived as modestly as you, working at Walmart, can't afford to live by a deficit of $5,000. That's $5,000 in debt every year. That just accrues.
It's not working. If you've been working for a decent amount of time,
that's all.
On one specific career path, and you work hard and you work up the chain, you can make as much as $35 an hour through Walmart, just Walmart, which is, as you and I'm sure can both agree, not the best place to work.
Nope.
And that's because it's one of these giant corporations that takes advantage of everybody.
Yep. And what happened? And if you added a little bit of regulation.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but if you join a trade like mine, within 1 to 2 years, working hard, paying attention, you can make $35 an hour at the age of 17 years old.
You can't work construction at 14. I don't. We need regulation.
Dude, I'm telling you, if I stayed home sick from school, my dad would come home, pick me up, take me to go work construction at 10 years old. I would do it for free. It would be part of my punishment from being too much of a pussy not to go to school, even if I really was sick. I appreciate the living hell for treating me like a man. And the fact that now, even when I'm sick as an adult, I go to fucking work. I pull myself up by my bootstraps and I go to fucking work even if I'm sick. I don't miss a day. It's 2:00 in the morning where I'm at right now. 2:18 actually. I gotta wake up in fucking 4 hours. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go to work. I don't give a shit. I've been having a little sips of whatever I got going on over here too. I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna pull myself up by the bootstraps. I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna bust my ass for probably over 10 hours tomorrow. I'm gonna have a good time doing it, and it is what it is. I don't care. I'm a hard working. I'm more of a leader too. I want to say that I'm not just the owner of a company. I work my ass off with these guys. I work harder than any of my employees. I'm a leader. I'm not a boss.
What does your book say about pride?
I take pride in my work.
I know. That's not what. Anyway, look, man, I had a good time.
Yeah, pride is bad.
Pride's bad. Come back next time. Go to bed.
All right, I'll stop drinking.
Appreciate it. Yeah. Yes, Maze. Well, I know we have. Oh my God, there's so many people with requests. Look. Sorry, I blacked out. What were we doing? What were we doing? We're so close. That's the issue. This is what I'm dealing with right now. My general frustration is that, like, I know that we're not that close. I know that it's not gonna. There's a lot gonna. We're not gonna sink in a ton there, but like, I don't know. In terms of people we've talked to recently, remember earlier when that other guy was up here who was talking about women, like that was, we can say, objectively better. It is. Look, I think whoever said it's all about pride and identity. I want to be as nice as I can here, but I think that, like, I said that pretty early on, which is this, like, it was that clumsy built Ford tough reference. There has to be a way to, like, uncouple this like persona, and because it is how the Republicans get blue collar dudes to vote against their own self-interests all the time. It's how to convince otherwise pretty nice dudes. Who knows? We didn't talk about anything else. To continue to vote against their own self-interests, and it is frustrating because we could just not do that. But it's so pervasive. It's such beautiful propaganda that they've done here. Such surgical propaganda that we have that. I'm gonna let Mr. Nobody up. I'm gonna let him up. Go on. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is last week. I got called a beta for this, and it's because, like,
And I'll do it again.
I'll do it again. I don't care. Yeah, I was on a live with a couple blue collar guys, and it was like pro Trump stuff, and I was like, how can you say that Trump is like for the people when, like, everything he says is completely opposite? Like, all this whole big beautiful bill, if, like, you dissect it, like especially he preached no tax on overtime, and then we got a joke of a tax credit and it's not no tax on overtime, it's a tax credit. And I had to give me as an example, which sucks because I don't like giving out like anecdotes, but like I was like, I will max out the tax credit filing jointly. Like I have the best possible solution, and like I'll get back $5,500. Like if I wasn't taxed on overtime, I would take home more than 20 grand a year. I said, I'm a blue collar guy just like you. I was like, we all work crap loads of overtime. We're the literal backbone of the middle class. I was like, wouldn't more money in our pockets be more beneficial to not just like our local economy, but like the national economy? Like, wouldn't that give opportunities for us to buy houses? And they just beta. That's the argument. Beta.
Yeah.
You can't. When talk to like blue collar guys, like they have this like hierarchy that they're like, oh well, you just got to keep working harder and harder and harder. And it's like, dude, look at some of the old guys you work with. Like, it's crazy. It makes no sense. It's like they have a house, they've got a beach house, they've got a car, fast sports car for the weekends. They got a motorcycle, jet skis, and quad runners, and RVs. And it's like, what do you got compared to them? You're doing the same job. And it's like the disproportionate, lifestyles between generations. Like we just like middle class has just been getting punched down on for so long that it's like,
what if we tried something else? Yeah, and like, and to your point, this tax credit and like the no tax on tips, this lip service thing that they did, unless you make a certain amount of money. And again, this is like up to $100,000. $100,000 used to mean a lot. $100,000 is like minimum comfort level in America right now. And that's if you don't get sick. And to your point, if you're taking home an extra $5,000 this year because of the overtime credit, it's offset by the cost of the things that you're importing and paying more on, roughly $4,500 more a year in these tariffs that are going to cost lower and middle income families. So it's immediately erased by how much we're all paying more for things that we're, and it doesn't, this is not, he's not helping you. He's not helping us. It's fucking insane. So
the good one is the interest on auto loans. If you like read into that, it's even more of a joke. Like it's like vehicles, you could pay like interest loans after December 31st of 2024. So basically only vehicles purchased in 2025 or beyond, you can write off the interest rate. The cars the final assembly has to be in America. So like you're even shortening the amount of people that are able to do this. It's like, it's so ineffective. It's a joke.
Yeah. But it's like, now you can write off
100% of a private jet for your business. Now you can write off 100% of it. Yeah. I'm like,
yeah. Oh, thank God, dude. That's $50 million that we're not gonna fucking, yeah, exactly. And it's very, I'm sure listening to that was frustrating, but like
the healthcare one is great because like, and this is coming from somebody that pays. I mean, I work union, so I'm a little bit more like thankful, but like I pay $31 a week and some like for phenomenal health insurance for me and my family. I have 2 daughters and my wife. A lot of people don't have that luxury, but like even somebody who's in a good situation with healthcare, like it is almost non-existent. Every first world country on the planet, it is almost unheard of for anybody else other than America for someone to go bankrupt because of medical debt.
One instance.
Annually, over 500,000 people a year go bankrupt in America because of medical expenses.
In the richest country, and again, that stat is insane on its own. But like, the quality of our care is like disproportionate to the amount that we're paying for it. And like it is again brilliant propaganda saying like we are the best in the world at everything, America #1 everywhere. And it's just like, not only is that not true, and not only do other countries have better healthcare outcomes for their people, but like it is also nearly free, and by free I mean like subsidized by the taxes that they're paying, and it is criminal that we can't figure that out, and we can, and we are choosing not to, and that's the kicker.
We just choose not to. And the fact that like people on the right will sit there and be like, oh, let's leave it up to the companies to do the right thing and pay their employees. Well, it's when you have cases like Ford or Dodge Brothers versus Ford Motor Company that shareholders use as a bat to hammer down on the CEO, where companies are first and foremost meant to, they're supposed to put their shareholders above everything else. Your company will never thrive like it could be. And it's a great example for some companies where CEOs try to do the better thing. They don't stay around very long.
Right.
I mean, they don't.
Yeah.
Somehow we encourage CEOs like the now former CEO of Stellantis, who just drove all of these automakers down into the ground, like walked off with a $50 million check, and just left.
Yep.
See ya.
Thanks.
While jobs got cut, people got laid off, wages were cut.
And it happens in every avenue of business. The same fucking thing. Like all of the private venture for like what happened to Joanne's Fabric is a weird like example, but like all of the what am I trying to say? There's a term for this. Venture capitalists. They come in, they consolidate, they sell off their assets, they liquidate their debt, and then they foreclose and they're just vultures, and then they just walk off, and then thousands of people lose their jobs, and it's like that is capitalism working at its big companies eating little companies. Yeah, and then they just fucking leave, and then like those people die. it's fucking insane that we just like, yeah, this is working.
It irritates me that, and it's people are so quick to put labels on each other, and people are so like, turned off of having a label put on them, where it's like, oh yeah, well, we should have free healthcare if we want to claim we're the greatest country in the world, yet we're like the only first world country where you can go bankrupt in medical debt, But if I say we should have free healthcare, like, oh, I don't want to be labeled a socialist.
Yeah.
Dude, fuck off. Who cares?
Yeah.
Okay. What irritates me on a daily basis is like our neighbors. They're a little bit older than us. They're the sweetest old couple ever. The wife has had like extreme back issues for the better half of a decade. Like she's really supposed to get this kind of shot every week, and it's like over $1,000 for her. She can't afford it. She has to go without it, and so she can't do anything. And like my wife's best friend, she has I won't get into what she has, but like the medication she's supposed to take is like $600 a month. She can't afford that. She's a college student. She works part-time at a daycare.
And so what happens? People, not only can they not afford the medicine to like help not only can they not afford, and these are instances that like will improve your quality of life. Not just quality of life, but like give you some semblance of quality of life, right? People are going without that, number one. And number two, people are deciding to go without health insurance, full stop, because they can't afford it. And then what happens even worse than like going into medical debt, they like go into crippling, unsustainable medical debt. And like 2 nights in a hospital, this same fucking people that are making $33,000 a year suddenly have a $250,000 medical bill. How the fuck in this country where people are like buying jets, we are like it does. There's no
jets. Jeff Bezos has a mega yacht,
but even
to follow his other mega yacht.
The spectrum of rich people here are like, and like between Jeff Bezos and me, there are so many people who are making like taxable money who are not, and they're just like, and a lot of those people would happily pay into this system, but it is criminal that we continue to allow this, and it's more criminal that we've convinced people to cheer for this, and to continue to do kind of what he's doing and other people are doing, which is just like blindly vote and like tie yourself to this party, this ideology for nothing other than what it makes you feel like in your heart, and no other sort of external examination of why you are supporting them. And if you did a microsecond of examination of what your beliefs are and what they are offering you, you would see that they don't line up. And it might not line up with the Democratic Party either, because they're a bunch of fucking losers. But like, I keep saying that we should just run a blind fucking election and just say, here's what I'm proposing, here's what they're proposing, and just watch how many lower to middle class Republicans switch. Just watch as the blue wave fucking crashes over America. And like, I wish someday that we could just do that, but
It's kind of like it's hilarious foreshadowing if you've ever read George Washington's farewell letter, where in it he did talk about like the rising concerns about like a two-party system and how like divisive that could be. And like looking at it today, it's like, this is true. Like if you took away labels, if you took away Republicans and conservatives and Democrats and liberals and libertarians or constitutionalists, if you took all that away, there would be so much middle ground that people could find. Like it would almost be gross how wild that people would agree on.
It doesn't benefit the people that need. So yes, it doesn't benefit. I'm going to say this is going to be a little sort of snake eating its own tail a little bit, because I'm going to play a little partisan politics, but it doesn't benefit. I'm going to do it differently. I'm recalibrating. It doesn't benefit the people who can't govern properly or well at all. It doesn't govern the people that are lying to the people that they are attempting to like continue to like siphon their support. If we do that, it benefits the people who are doing what they're doing in government, if you hear me, to continue to, and you can see it in their tone. They never but it is sure louder on one side, and like if you can see it for what it is, that's why. It's nowhere is it clearer than what you're saying. And I think that like there is a lot of common ground that we could find, and like most of that is economic. And as soon as people can see past this, it'll be fine. But we got to figure out how to put that back in the forefront. And we also have to get the Democrats to like pull their big boy pants on and do things that they promised us to do in regards of like to that the economic policies that they keep fucking promising us. And that's like a whole other thing. But anyway, appreciate it, dude. Yeah, go on.
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, like the other time I got called a soy boy was like in a live. They're like, what do you rate Trump's? And I was like, how do I rate how Trump's doing this term? And I was like, probably like a 1, like on a scale from 1 to 10, I would say probably a 2. I'll give him a little bit of clap for, at least something with the tax credit, but other than that, like, he's not doing anything for America. Like he couldn't even hold himself a whole month into office. He bypasses Congress to send Israel $8 billion. He waits 2 more weeks to send him another $4 billion. I said, what's that doing for Americans? I was like, he sends Argentina $40 billion, $20 billion of which is a currency exchange. So if their government collapses, that $20 billion is on the taxpayers. We're on the hook for it. I was like, that doesn't benefit us. I said he created a whole, like, he paid people from our money to create like a whole initiative for this housing crisis, and the best they came up with was a 50-year mortgage loan, which is insane. It's insane.
Yeah.
He doesn't do anything. He hasn't done anything good for anybody, and that. But sorry, not to rant, but yeah,
I'm with you.
To agree with your point though, for Democrats, don't stoop to the level of Republicans to just play dumb ball where you're going back and forth and you're talking about extreme, like the utmost extreme issues. Like Trump's all about this immigration thing and deporting people. That is so low on the totem pole of what we need to fix in this country right now. Yeah. And the fact that it's out on the front page of every news is insane. Democrats don't need to focus on the real issues hurting everybody in this country, like low wages, high housing prices. Groceries are at almost an all-time high. Auto loan delinquencies right now are at a literal record high. We've surpassed 2008. People should be like scared right now. Like, it's about to crash, and we're caring about immigration.
Correct. They don't give a shit. And by the way, this is tinfoil hat shit, but like when the economy crashes, resources become cheap, and it won't be an accident. And it hasn't been an accident since 2008 when they fucking did that too. And so, and again, ripping regulations out of the market causes shit like that. And we'll get home. Who knows? We're gonna fucking I don't know. I just keep stuffing money in this mattress. I'm just hoping that it doesn't lose its value or go to zero. You know, it's gonna be a lot of paper. Yeah. Appreciate you, baby.
Something to trade with.
Porsche Busters, I hear, is a really good. Thanks, dude. Good to see you.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. Holy. Lot of cool. All my friends are in here. Going late. We're already late. All right, we're going to do this for 2 seconds, and then I'm going to get some very smart people in here.
How did I know as soon as you said that I may or may not?
That was it. That was it. We did it. Anyway. Okay, here we go. Why aren't my fucking requests working?
There we go.
How did you even know I was in here?
I can see you. I can see you. Where's James? Where'd he go? What the fuck? I hit accept for James, and he's gone now.
I just wanted to pull in some clarifications on the Jesus is King dude, because that was painful. One of the big things, people, when they talk about religion in the U.S. and they say like, oh, it's majority, it's not. It's about 40% of people in the U.S. claim to have a religious affiliation. Non-religious.
I cannot believe that you've been hanging out here this entire time.
Yes, I know. I had points that I needed to make. And then the other thing that gets me is people talk about like the whole point of MAGA making America great again, and he's talking about like, oh, you know, the 60s were so great and everyone could get houses and stuff. We have to be very specific that this is something that was specifically for white people. It's specifically for white people.
I didn't want to overload that tiny peanut brain. If I brought that up, it would just spiral into, and I didn't want to ruin our night. But yeah, 1,000%. There was a very obvious side road that we're going to go down, and which is like make America great again for who, and that is never not part of that conversation. And
I was more stuck on the fact that I don't think he's paid attention to the economy since the 80s, because everything that he was saying was stuck in like mid 1985 or some shit.
Yeah,
and he didn't go to school, so he doesn't actually know the facts of that.
That's crazy to me. I mean, look, I was relatively young. I was in my late 20s, early 30s, in the mid 80s. And back then, $35,000 a year was good money. But it was 1985.
Yeah.
Right? The average person's income hasn't gone up much. I think the last time I checked, they said it's gone up about 18% in the last 25 years. Right? Where the average CEO has gone up more like 1,500%.
1,500%.
It's crazy.
Just back in 2023, Walmart lowered the amount of money that they were paying their lowest workers. So on paper, when you're looking at Walmart's wages, it'll say like, 15.15 per hour. But when you take the taxes out of that, they're making $9 to $12 an hour that they're taking home. And they aren't getting full-time positions because they're not giving people full-time. They're giving
They don't want to pay them benefits.
Exactly, because they don't want to give benefits. Exactly. Yes. Yes. 100%.
Yeah, we already have socialism because of this, right? We are already subsidizing the healthcare and the disability pay and everything for those workers that work at Walmart, making that minimum
Not just
wage.
Walmart. There's
And everywhere, I mean, everywhere that's paying below living wage.
Walmart is
that
the
qualifies
biggest
for
recipient.
Yeah, so they all qualify for Medicaid, and Walmart gets away with paying them that low fee because we'll step in and cover the gap with Medicaid.
But that's the part that these people don't see. That's corporate welfare.
Exactly.
Because they're doing it on purpose. They know exactly what they're doing. GT, the point that you were making to him about taxes and them paying 90% or whatever, that would not be their nominal tax rate. That would be their tax rate, right? But then they could get incentives to do the right thing. So if you pay your employees a living wage, you can get a 10 or 15% tax break. If you pay for your employees' health care, you can get a 5 or 10% tax break.
We can just make it up. Exactly.
Well,
we can
that's what I
just
wanted
do
to-
whatever we want.
That's what I wanted to bring up before too. Is like they hear 90% effective tax rate, and they are confused by it, thinking they're going to take 90% of the corporation's income for the year. That's not how it works. It's over the certain amount. So it was 200,000 in the 50s and 60s. Today it'd be like 2 to 3 million because of inflation.
I didn't even want to fucking.
And then it's every dollar over.
Can you
that is
imagine?
90%.
Can you imagine trying to explain like how tax brackets? like
to
this?
him, no. To him, not. But I'm going to make GT's night. I'm old enough that I remember when that's how it was, right? I was born in the 60s. So when we built this great middle class from the 50s until the 70s, that's exactly what they did. Up until Reagan, they were still paying like 74, 75% in taxes, right? Reagan is the one that cut that more than in half to 35% the first time, right? But that's how we built our middle class, charging them 90% in taxes. But then, and again, in those days, when you went to work for a company, first of all, we had pensions. There was no 401k. So your entire retirement was paid for by the company that you worked for. They paid all of your health care. Everything was done by the corporations. And guess what? They were still millionaires.
Yeah. It's funny because when we talk about like the tax rate, that wasn't even to generate revenue, right? It was meant to incentivize corporations to reinvest.
Exactly.
To hire, to create more jobs, to increase worker pay, to broaden their manufacturing capabilities, and to reinvest in research and development, to build quality products, to compete on product quality and consumer demand, not on a race to the bottom on costs. So we did that to incentivize them to lower their liability by reinvesting and putting items on their expenses line items instead of giving it out to corporate shareholders and CEO pay packages. And we've totally flipped the system around now. So everything is basically just a fantasy land market that has no basis. The valuations have no basis in reality to begin with. And it's all built on just propping up CEOs and propping up the corporations' profit margins, not the actual, product itself. It doesn't flow back down into the product itself at all. All these people are not competing on product quality or consumer retention. They're competing on cost, like driving costs down now. That's it. That's all all these corporations care about is lowering their bottom
It
lines.
wasn't even just Reagan that put a lot of that forward. Like Reagan was the catalyst for it, but now we have the Citizens United ruling and corporate personhood, which is preventing politics from getting that distinction where corporations are outside.
And that's all.
Now, I was just going to say that the fundamental misunderstanding or lack of knowledge, period, on capitalism. The main primary goal of capitalism is profit.
Can I, Hawk? God damn it! That's what I was going to say. This is thank you. This is exactly how capitalism it is functioning as intended. There is at a certain point how you eventually win capitalism, and one company owns everything. The entropy of capitalism is that bigger companies continue to absorb larger and larger companies. Like they eat smaller companies, they get bigger, just like a little fucking Pac-Man. And then eventually how capitalism ends is there's one company and then we all die. And that is because functionally, people that are investing need to have returns, and if your returns aren't growing, then the entire exercise becomes sort of pointless, and so you must continue to drive costs down and produce larger and larger profits, and that's how it works. And it can't. Eventually, you run out of shit, and
sorry, it's like you have to maintain a level of poverty. And you have to have poor people who are going to continue paying into the system everything that they have.
Which is a very funny thing, because eventually, if people don't have money to participate in capitalism, that is another way capitalism is going to fail. Because when you run out of people to sell shit to, I can't go buy more frames for my wall. I'm run out of money. Like then you know.
Yeah,
it is the natural
People
heat
don't
death
want to enrich the prison system, which is
I think I got a little bit of a delay. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Can y'all hear me? I got a little bit of a delay.
Oh, you do have a delay.
Yeah, we can hear
now.
you.
That sucks.
Yeah, give me 30 seconds. So what I was going to say before to GT is that Marx's interpretation is a little different than yours. Basically, what he's saying is that the way capitalism is designed to work, it will eventually blow up. And then what happens is the whole thing starts all over again with the proletariat, those working people that Perfect down at the bottom was talking about. They take over and they start rebuilding, and it starts all over again. It is doomed for failure every time.
Yep.
It's just a dynamic power shift. Something's going to.
The other system has its flaws as well. But I think that where there are flaws in any system, like the people have to make the difference themselves. If that makes sense.
You said coming in here, you said you go against my rights, and I'm just curious as to what that meant.
I don't think you know where we get our rights from. I don't think any of you guys on this panel know where the rights come from.
Enlighten us.
Please let us know, and don't be afraid to offer citations, because citations are important.
I want you to.
I'm a white dude. I know exactly where my rights came from.
Go on, tell us.
Yeah, go tell us.
No, we're waiting
hold
for
on.
you.
Yeah, I thought
No, I was proposing the question to you all.
you said I don't think you know where your rights come from, and I said
Right.
then
Why
tell
are you
us.
asking me?
That wasn't a question. That was a statement.
Well, if you apparently know better, so
No, you claim to
by
know,
all
so you
means,
enlighten
the
the
Why
floor
are you
is
guys
yours.
running? Why are you guys running?
We're
we
not
didn't-
running.
You claim to know.
offered a solution.
Let's just hang on. So
You guys are running hard, dude. I knew you didn't know where my rights come from.
No, so what
I don't
you're
know where
saying
your
is
rights
you
come
don't
from.
know.
Can I guess where your rights come from? Can I guess where your rights come from?
Where, China?
What?
Wow.
Can I guess?
Sorry, dude.
Good one. Where do your rights come from? I think the man in the sky. Am I right?
Really? Are you serious?
Yeah. I
Where
am.
do our rights come from?
Where does
As
your
Americans?
rights
Where
come
do we
from?
get our rights?
I don't
Where do we get
know.
our rights? Come on, just be serious. I'm trying to have some,
No, you're not.
Just tell us what they're talking
It's not
about.
a debate.
No, you're trying to impose a fallacy, but we're going to humor.
You're saying the Constitution.
According to our founding documents, where do our rights come from?
The Constitution. How it's laid out.
Constitution. So essentially, then the Congress can amend the Constitution and change our rights.
Yes.
In
within
effect,
certain
yes.
bounds.
Wow,
Yeah.
as well.
So
and you
if
guys
you
are-
read
Wait.
Constitution-
Do you know where your rights come from?
I just need to know, what political party are you guys affiliated with?
Your mom.
Hold on a
nothing to
second.
do
Let
with
me
the political party.
clarify let me clarify what was said, right? Our rights, technically speaking, are inherent. What the Constitution is supposed to do is protect those rights. But
And
depending
enshrine
upon how
them,
they
yeah.
write the laws, those protections can be removed. So in effect, that's them affecting our so-called rights.
Well, securing rights is one thing, but these guys just said that you get your rights from the Constitution, essentially.
Which is
meaning
why I
that
clarified. I knew what he meant, and you knew what he meant, but I clarified
Well,
it.
Hawk,
you
no, I
couldn't
knew
twist it.
I knew that he was wrong. You're right, and I'm glad you're here.
No,
Make
you
sure
didn't. You didn't know he was right until he fucking said that.
No, dude, good trouble.
You would have said, you would have jumped all over that.
But-
You
but
know
I-
what I meant.
But understand, when I said
Inalienable.
when I
We
said
have
our
God
rights
given
are in,
rights.
hold on. When I said
That's
our
where
rights
they
are
come from.
inherent, hold on. When I said our rights are inherent, I'm
Inalienable,
not speaking.
inherent, God-given rights from.
Hey, man.
our
Hey,
Creator.
dog.
No, but that's
Hey, dog.
exactly
Can you
my-
just shut the fuck up for a second and let Hot talk? Thanks.
But that's exactly my
You
point.
already
I'm
got
not speaking
that.
about. Hold on. I'm not speaking about some deity or somebody hiding in the
already
clouds or
got my
whatever.
clip.
When I said
You guys
inherent, I mean just that. You are born with your rights. They are your rights. The Constitution is there to ensure that nobody infringes on those rights.
I don't know if you heard him, Hawk. He said, "I already got my clip. See you guys later." What I find very funny, what I find funny about that is that anybody is gonna see that. And then-
He's going to come back and he's going to be like, I won a debate against Good Trouble.
I cooked good trouble.
You can
What
blame
he
it on
also
me.
doesn't understand is the concept of social contract. That's also a part of our rights.
I'm just gonna
the
play.
agreement that we're giving up certain benefits so that the government will step in and give us the protection and the rules of society that are needed to help stabilize and govern.
Exactly.
Huge. They are. Goddamn, they're so fucking dumb.
It's ironic his name was Commodus, one of the only emperors to have a literal cult form around him.
First of
That
all,
might
good
be
for
the
you
only
for
thing he
knowing.
ever researched.
Yeah, I know. If
Well, I like
research,
Gladiator, so I researched after that. I saw that movie a little bit.
research is he's doing heavy lifting in this
You
instance.
would
I don't
think
know
that
that that's what he
Google
was.
charging a fee for these people.
Yeah, I love that. Google's charging a fee. Oh my god, dudes, it's getting on. It's getting late.
It is. Yeah.
You guys, hey, listen, the three of you is just a pleasure.
I appreciate you bringing me
I
up,
always,
man.
I always have a good time. Thanks, man.
I know. I haven't talked to either of you in a while. And Kikak, I guess, also. It's been
This is my first time in
It's
here.
been a month or
I'm
two.
usually just in comments.
Is that true? No, you've been up before.
No, I'm always in comments.
Don't lie.
Yeah. I never request. I just
Tonight was the night?
people who are too afraid.
I just want to say one thing before I go to the people who are tip earners: don't report your fucking tips, because then it's gonna exclude you from all your disability pay or all your your Medicaid eligibility, because that's what they want you to do. They want you to report cash tips that you didn't report before, so you pay tax on it and get disqualified from all the social systems.
Yeah. They do the same thing if you're purchasing things from out of state and they want you to voluntarily declare that. Don't. If it's voluntary, then they don't need to know.
Exactly. Put it onto your mattress and let it lose value because of Trump.
This is not legal advice.
Absolutely not.
This is
Perfect
this is things that we do in Minecraft.
Can I just tell you? You came up here so confidently, and you did so well that I just assumed that you've. I know that you're in here a lot, and so I maybe have just come back more. Would you?
I will.
Nice. That's what I meant. Appreciate you guys.
Well, you can always throw an invite out when you come on, so we know.
Fair. See you guys. Appreciate you.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Thanks, Hawk. Good to see you. Thanks, boys. All right. Dudes panel, dudes night. So refreshing in here. James was in here and I hit the button and I think he had enough and he left, and I have to send him a message because I really wanted to add him. He would have been a perfect addition there. He was doing that fucking jumping things. Anyway, what about the moms? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, decent night. Feel like we hit our stride here a little bit. This shirt's going on sale. You can decide whether or not you're gonna get it. No pressure. But it came in the mail 20 minutes before I got on here, and so I wanted to rep it. I think it has to move up a little bit. It's too low. Am I wrong? It says punch Nazis. It says punch Nazis. But metal. So yeah, I'm gonna give you the cat tax. Look at my sweet baby angel. Just all curled up. I love when she flips her little head around. All right. Ladies, it'll be your turn tomorrow, like it always is. Sorry I didn't get to you. I miss Terry most of all. Okay. great. Love you, mean it. Thanks for hanging out. Pretty good night. Feeling good. Feeling like old times. I didn't see Jake Tapper today. I'm going to bed. It's 1 o'clock. I gotta go to bed. I gotta get my sleep back on schedule. I'm gonna get a tattoo on Monday in Florida. So you're gonna come along for that. We'll do another little live stream. I'll try and like set you up like I did last time. I'll just bring my tripod. I think I'll be prepared this time. And in Orlando, free syphilis. Yeah, that's where we're gonna get our octopus finished. I'm gonna add a crown. It's either a crown or a hat. Like, I already did a hat, but I think a little top hat might be kind of cute instead of the crown. I'm gonna show you what I'm thinking. Sorry, I know that I just said that. I know that like a lot of you have shit that you wanted to say about the important shit that we were talking about, and now we're just doing this, and that's dumb. And I get that, but I'm not good at this. I don't know what to tell you. Where are my fucking... I have pins. I'm looking at Pinterest right now. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Where's my... Oh, yeah. I want to go. Why isn't it showing me... Why isn't it showing me all my pins? God, even here I'm a fucking grandpa. What the fuck? Okay, here. God. Let me find the example. So like these stuff like this, I really love this, like mixed media. This is what we did, kinda, you know. This guy, love this. I think this is fucking incredible. I really want more of this, you know. But so like this, go back to, oh no, yeah. This is a common thing. Like you do a little blast over crown. So I think he's gonna get a little blast over crown. This is original inspo here, but either a blast over crown or I saved it twice here, or a hat, similar style. You know what I'm saying? So I think I don't know what else I'd put up here. You know, it's going to be a pretty big empty space. So I think obviously you just do a little top hat, right? I might add another flower here, because he could be holding another flower. I'll just see what he thinks about that. But it might also be too much. Or maybe like a trident, maybe a fork. It could be a funny fork that he's holding. I'm not going to cover it up. He's just going to go behind it. All of these are like they're all going to enter. Anyway. Spork. What else could he be holding? What else? Come on, crowdsource. What else would be a funny thing for him to be holding? Fork would be a fun. Terry's like, go to sleep. Octopus is just a good. I don't know. Good. I love them. Glasses, hairbrush, toothbrush, magician's wand, bike wheel. Cute. Hockey stick. Yes. Bike chain breaker. A bike itself. A stick. Ice cream cone. Spatula. A pizza. All right. I think a fork is a funny commentary on the trident, but I think maybe we're just not going to do anything. Message in a bottle's good. We'll see. We'll see. I gotta get a rack art fucking crit moth somewhere. I don't know what we're gonna do over here. I really wanna do this, but I just don't know what I wanna do something that's gonna go behind this and look normal. Start thinking. It's gotta like go behind, like, so that Don't Panic is gonna be like negative space behind whatever else. I know, normal, who cares? I really love this stuff though. I like this mixed media. I need to just go to art, like just artists like this. Go find them. I do love this one though. It's a little lighter. Anyway. Maybe the feral, hold on. Do I have, where's Good Trouble merch? Can I read? Can he read? Good Trouble merch. Oh, it's up there. Good Trouble Trike. Good Trouble Robot. Crumb Dumpster. Oh, shit. What is in here? Holy shit. I just don't want AI art. I don't know what's in here. I should just turn this around. Oh God. Raptured. Where's the fucking feral, where's the feral possum riding a trike? TikTok tattoo. No, here it is. No? Yeah, I found it. I found it. Subsection. Subsection. Probably a good thing to get. Don't let me lose that fucking bet. Do you hear me? 1,400 of you. When we battle, don't let me lose that bet. We're gonna collude here, okay? When I battle Carly, don't tell her, by the way. When I battle Carly, we need to win. Understand that when I battle, all of the money is going to go to the organization, her organization. Understand it's all going there. But do not let me lose. Okay? Please. Please. Just let me win the big ones, okay? Or what? I'm not threatening you. I'm just trying to collude. Oh, shit. This one's really good. No, wait. Where'd it go? Here. I dig that a lot. I don't know why. This is cute, too. That one is also cute. Also cute. Oh, but other people have this. Other people have this one already. Pass. Pass. All right. Oh my God, these are great. Good night. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Love you, mean it. Bye.
Hey, man, to God be the glory, Celestial. To God be the glory, man. All things are possible with him, man. Keep him first and everything opens up, you know? So I look at it, yeah. Just got to keep going, man. Boy, because I tell you, these some days I want to wake up, be like, man, I want to hit that snooze button and